Welcome!
Oh,
welcome to another Wednesday of TLU. Let's talk about a bunch of stuff today. There's so much that we could talk about, but we just crammed a couple of things here and there.
We picked the best, I guess.
Yes.
We tried.
We try to pick the best that we can. And sup, Magdiel? What you doing, man?
Woo! Hola, Mag. Woo!
Hey, man. We try to pick the best news for you guys and see exactly what interests us the most, even if it's rumors, if it's not like full on 100% facts or not, but whatever is, surrounding the social media and the media and the news stuff. So welcome for those who are joining us. My name is John, and
it's me, Ash.
It's Ash, and we're gonna take you on a ride and let's have discussions. So, we enjoy very much when you guys are part of our discussions, and that's the purpose of the show, that we can share news, we can talk about news, we can talk about whatever you guys want. And give your opinion, so that to see if we have a reasonable, logical debate. If not, then we're just gonna go outside and punch each other out. I'm just kidding, but yes.
Wow.
So we
can talk about it.
So we can talk about it.
Bonito.
Sup, man? Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ahorita seguimos jugando.
They're in Fortnite.
Yes. Guys, for those who don't know, Magdiel here is a great supporter. He's from the Puerto Rico from the CinePR Facebook. I'm so used to saying Puerto Rico Comic Con, but they are a news channel called CinePR. It's a very local Puerto Rico news podcast. They do it every Friday. They also do it on Saturdays, and they do a bunch of stuff. But every Friday they are between 8 and 9 p.m. In Puerto Rico time. That's Pacific, I believe, right now. But they're super enjoyable. Their podcasts last like from 2 to 3 hours, but they have their sections where we just have so much fun.
And we are always there every Friday that we're
always there. So yes, go to their Facebook, CinePR, hit that like. And Mag, if you want to share your Facebook aquí and with the link, you can do so in the post. And
put it in the comments.
So if you want to do that,
click it and like.
Yes. So eso ahí, zumbate el Facebook de CinePR. You can put it on the post comments right there.
Definitely.
Seguro que sí. Always, man.
Always. Yay!
Always. Bendiciones.
Hola, bendiciones. What is up?
Yes. And a new episode of WandaVision. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about that
today.
Yes.
Yeah, and about things that are happening. So yeah.
Most definitely. But yeah. So before we enter into here it is, CinePR. Here we go. CinePR, you can find them in Facebook just like that.
And on YouTube too. And YouTube. To them on YouTube, because Mag makes really awesome videos, like movie reviews, and they have the story mode, which is they look at video games from a cinematic perspective, and it's one of my favorite series. So definitely check them out.
Yep. So in the meantime, okay, I'm actually gonna do this. This is actually a little bit new, but let's see if it works. So let me see. 1 second. Nope, it did not work. No, it did not work.
I don't like that.
No.
That's too close.
No.
What are you trying to
do? No. Okay, I know how it's gonna work. Yes. Hey there, buenas, Angelo. How you doing, man?
Ave Maria, he's here. He wants to talk about the Golden Globes.
Yes, we're gonna get to that. Don't worry. Working on episode 3 of Story Mode. Loco. Yes. Keep working on it. Chito, me debes un peso.
I freaking love it. Oh.
Yes.
I freaking love it.
It's really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. So sigue ahí metiendo mano con eso porque it's a doozy.
It's a doozy. Está durísimo.
Bueno, mi gente, in the meantime, we see more people joining in. Welcome las noticias de hoy, news, Wednesday news, where we talk about theater, we talk about movies, TV, and gaming, and a whole bunch of stuff, even topics. If you guys want to bring, if in between of our news, you guys want to bring something up, we can definitely talk about it if it's within the range of the time that we want to keep it. We go max 2 hours, but if we bring something up and we want to talk about it, we can even make it into an important topic into a news section.
Yeah,
and
we
then
can add it right away and talk.
We can add it right away in the topic, and we can just talk about it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So. And this is what I'm going to do. So before we jump into the news feed, Ash got some announcements, and I am going to give her the floor.
Uy, Dios mío. Welcome, guys.
All right, let's do. I want to. You want?
No, do this one. Do the one where I'm big and then you're small, so you're kind of next to me.
Which one is that? Wait,
that one.
There we go.
That's better. I don't like the close up in my face.
Wait, so we do this?
Scary.
And how can I switch back to yours?
I have no idea. No, I have no idea.
How can I switch to like your?
What if you move it? What if you move the little screen?
Can I move the screen?
Let me see. Yeah, I just did it. Wait.
You did it? Oh, okay. Do it. Go. Yeah!
Okay. Okie dokie.
That's actually pretty cool.
We are figuring it out. We are live, everybody.
This is new,
I like
guys.
This. I like this.
So when we're both talking, and then when somebody's introducing, here we go. And then when we're both talking again, and then when she doesn't matter anymore, and then
the shade.
All right, so Ashley's got some announcement, guys. We're gonna. Oh, whoa! Where are you going? Hello.
I was trying to make it funny. Okay, nada. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Wait.
Ahí estamos.
Hi,
Ashley,
everybody.
take the floor.
Thank you for being here with us on TLU. Let's talk about it. As every week, we want to start with what is new on our YouTube channel. This week we have, I would say new on YouTube / the Legacy Universe per se. So last week we launched our new section on Twitch titled Legacy Masters from the Legacy Universe. And basically what we want to achieve with this new section on Twitch is we're going to pick a game, and our goal is to complete it at 100%. And of course, the first game that we decide to pick is Resident Evil Biohazard, which has been the scariest experience that I have ever had.
Gosh.
But I have to say that it has made for awesome content on Twitch. People are loving the scares. People are loving us screaming. And, it's been quite an experience. So every Monday and every Saturday, we are playing Resident Evil Biohazard on our Twitch channel until we complete it at 100%. So definitely, if you guys don't have Twitch, I would definitely recommend you guys go visit us on Twitch so you can see, our videos. I do make some highlights here and there. You guys can enjoy.
Ash, I'm losing you.
I was like, what's happening?
We're losing Ash, ladies and gentlemen.
Working. Oh no. I can't
Yep,
see you.
I love seeing John scream.
You're freezing.
We're losing Ash. Ladies and gentlemen, we're losing Ash.
Wait.
Mayday.
Oh no.
Mayday.
Mayday.
What in the heck is going on?
Wait.
What I would suggest, like,
give me
move a little bit.
Second.
I would suggest move a little bit forward. Okay, move a little bit forward, so that this. And during Twilight Zone, so Ash is having some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi. I would suggest, if you're listening, Ash, just switch the Wi-Fi, and or just move a little bit forward from the corner.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's not going crazy.
Is it better? It's not going crazy. Okay,
did you change
I'm so
the
sorry.
Wi-Fi?
I did. I was clicking the picture and I was like, "What's happening? It's not leaving. Like,
okay.
it's not." Okay,
try and push forward a little bit the disc and then move forward. Like go forward so that you can get closer to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, I was like,
yes. Even if it's an inch, it always kind of sometimes works.
Sorry, guys, we are live. So as I don't know where I ended off, but as I was saying, we premiered Legacy Masters. We are trying to finish Resident Evil 7. And if you guys don't have Twitch, do not fret, because I am choosing the best moments from our streams and I am putting them as highlights on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. I would definitely recommend that you guys check out our Facebook page so you can check out the last scare, which was freaking great.
Yes, it was something.
So the next things that I have for the Legacy Universe YouTube channel, we have some highlights this week. So John made a video of one of his Call of Duty sessions where somebody was hacking the game, and they basically ruined their victory, which is a very funny video, but not really. And this is actually going to be related to a news that we have in our gaming section that we are going to talk about, this issue right here, the Call of Duty hacking issue. So stay tuned to the gaming universe. And the last thing that I have is that we are back on Fortnite. Jesus. So we are back on Fortnite because of The Mandalorian, of course. Like, what else would it be? John started playing. I played last night for the first time, and I had my first victory, my first time playing Fortnite. And we have a highlight with The Mandalorian on our YouTube channel, which is really cool, really funny. So, yes, love Mando. So yeah, that's all that we're gonna have for the Legacy Universe, Twitch and YouTube for this week. So
yep. And lastly, before we continue, we want to read some comments here. Yep, I love seeing John screaming like a little girl. Hey, all right, okay.
Oh,
that's my cousin, guys. Everybody, except me, primo. So yes, he tends to be like that. Ash entered the Twilight Zone.
I did. It was scary. Oh my god, it was scary.
Such a scary experience. Yes, the game is scary.
Angelo saw the video, and he said that he can't join us because it's so scary. Believe me, I was playing last time, and it was not cool. It was not cool.
We were, I mean, like, I almost had no freaking ribs. Entonces, yes, Aldro joined the dark side. How you doing, man?
Hola, what's up?
Welcome. Put the video here. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. When we go to game, you got the video. Okay. When we go to game.
Okay. So stay until the
end.
When
we go to the gaming section, we're gonna put the video, and if Ash, you will be so kind to actually look for it. But before, actually, I'm gonna look. But before you do, you want to make an announcement, or do you want to continue?
You can do it. I guess let's make the announcement now, because we have quite a few people. I also want to say hello, bendición, to my daddy.
Hello,
bendición. And Angelo says, oh, well, Angelo says, you can do it. We're going to do it.
Come on.
The video's great. The video's great.
I'm going to do it.
And Aldro says, doing great. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So before we jump into the news, Ash has one last announcement that we're going to make. Ash, would you be so kind?
Yes. So this is a special announcement that we have. And it's very fitting because next month in March, the Legacy Universe actually turns 1. It's been a year.
Wow. Yes.
Since we created the Legacy Universe. And we want to thank everybody that is here with us. You guys are amazing. You guys are so supportive. You have helped us grow on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and on Twitch, which was like a whole new experience for us.
Yes.
And it seems fitting that this is the moment to make a transition. So starting next week, we are going to be fully transitioning to Twitch. This is because we have gotten to the point where we have the opportunity to become affiliates. So that means that we can have subscription and other fun stuff for you guys, other fun sections. So you guys can support us with two ways. The first way is to give us a follow on Twitch. And then the second way is that once we are affiliates, which would be starting tomorrow or Friday, you guys can also support us by subscribing to us on Twitch, which will start as low as $5.99. And in this way, you guys are not only supporting us, but you guys are going to get like a lot of perks where you can choose to take off our glasses during a gameplay. You guys are going to get some emojis. You can pick a movie or a TV show for us to review
or
live or a game or on our YouTube channel, among other things. So we are very proud that the month before our first anniversary for the Legacy Universe, we are becoming Twitch affiliates. So you guys are going to get all the exclusive content. To all of our Facebook and YouTube peeps, do not fret, because all of our highlights are going to come to Facebook and YouTube. And we are also going to do some specials, some lives that are going to be only on Facebook and on YouTube. So that is our big announcement, that we are fully transitioning to Twitch. So starting tomorrow or Friday, you guys are going to be able to see the subscribe button. So either way that you decide to support us, we are grateful, because you guys are awesome. You've been so supportive, and we are so proud of what the Legacy Universe has become. And I feel that it's going to be great for us moving forward. We have a couple of sections that we want to start to include in our Twitch stream. So just stay tuned to all of our social media. And thank you guys. We are so grateful. This is awesome.
And by the way, guys, if you don't have a Twitch account, we completely understand. You can see our premieres after we finish on YouTube or on Facebook. But if you do, by any chance, do want to create a Twitch account is completely super easy to make. It's not like Facebook. It's not like you got to put your profile on all that kind of stuff. You can choose to do it, or it's like TikTok, or it's like YouTube. You make an account so that you can save who you follow, and that's it. It's like YouTube, but a little bit different. So
and again, we're still going to be active on our Facebook and YouTube, and we are going to make some specials dedicated to those platforms. Like we did a special on New Year's Eve where it was a great special. We talked about the best and the worst of 2020. So we are definitely going to do special streams for you guys. We're just excited to transition fully into Twitch and just keep growing and growing. So it's great. I'm excited. So
yep. All right. So we are going to jump into our first news of the night. In the meantime, I will put our link of the Twitch channel in the chat so that you guys can go to it and follow us or subscribe, whichever one you choose. We accept your support however it comes.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. So to hit it off on the theater universe.
Oh, wait, we forgot something else. The second announcement that we have, this one is a little bit more simple.
Oh, yeah.
But we are on Twitter now. So you guys can follow us on twitter.com/TLU Legacy. And we are going to be updating our Twitter, the same as our Facebook and our YouTube. So you guys can also follow us there. So now we have one more social media added to the bunch.
Yeah.
So,
and here we got Joncito Bonito says congratulations. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
that. In 2 months, it's my birthday. Hey, congratulations. Here
Happy
we go.
birthday. Hola,
Remy
Noemi.
Sanchez. Hey, how you doing?
Estamos?
By the way, Joncito, that's not your mom. Because his mom is named Noemi también.
Oye, ¿verdad?
Hey, Noemi.
No lo había. Hola.
And let's have a virtual party. You
Ya
know
tú
what?
sabes, we
don't leave it out of the it's not out of the question. But definitely. So here we go. And Ash, take it away.
Let's go into the theater universe, you guys. I'm very excited. This week we had quite great news in the theater spectrum. And the first one is that John M. Chu is going to direct the Wicked film. Wicked! That's how she does it. So if you guys don't know who John M. Chu is, he was the director for Crazy Rich Asians. He is also the director of In the Heights. And he will also be the director of the live action Lilo and Stitch for Disney. So
nice.
I I don't know how to feel about this adaptation. I don't feel like I want it. A music Wicked Wicked is one of my favorite musicals ever, and I have a fear that it's not going to transition so well from the stage to the screen. But the only thing that has me hopeful is one, the fact that it's taken so long for this movie to come out because they really want to get it perfect and they want the Wicked film to be amazing. And second, I would have to say John M. Chu's direction. I think he's a great director. I think he's blossoming into being one of the most hired directors in Hollywood right now. So I kind of trust him. I'm just fearful that it's not going to transition so well from the stage to the screen, and it's between that and the casting. I've seen some fan castings of the show, and I don't agree with them. I'm kind of appalled when I see them.
Fans? Oh, the fan castings are already up, of course, and
yeah, because how can I say this? A lot of people want Ariana Grande, for example, to be Elphaba, who is the Wicked Witch, who is this character on the picture right here. This is Jessica Vosk, by the way. She was one of the many Elphabas, and she is an incredible Broadway performer. A lot of people want Ariana Grande, for example. I'm not on that boat. I don't think she has the chops to pull off Elphaba. I think she's a very talented singer, but I don't think this would be the movie for her. The only fan casting that I've seen from this film is Dove Cameron as Glinda, and I think that might work. And she is the one who played Amber in Hairspray. You remember the live show that I was watching, and she's from Disney.
Yes.
And I think she would be a good choice, and she can really sing. But I don't know how I feel about this film. I'm not excited about it.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Wicked, but Ariana Grande, Ariana Grande is known for Victorious, and she's also known for Sam and something. What was the show? That Nickelodeon. You remember the show?
Sam and Cat.
Sam and Cat. Yes. I mean, and she has a theater background, so she's not without acting, but I think she's been without acting for so long that I'm afraid that her performance as in the acting perspective will not come out as it should.
I didn't like her in Hairspray.
Her singing, of course, will be there, but I don't think her performance in acting is going to be quite as good as we hope it is. So, yeah. So
I love this musical. It's one of my favorite shows. No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. You know it.
Yeah.
No Good Deed. That song is really. I agree with Angela. I still have to see In the Heights just to be sure. I was gonna say that I feel that if I see In the Heights and I like it, I might like Wicked. But this is a adaptation that ever since it was announced that it was on the works at Universal, I've been against it. I have a fear that it might be Cats. And Cats did not transition well. Yeah, because it's a show. Okay. Ariana can be Nessa. I would like somebody else than Ariana Grande. No.
So
sorry.
I don't think it could be that bad because I mean, Wicked has already been done live action, but not the show per se. Like a movie of her has been done already, and it was done by the wife of Ashton Kutcher and James Franco.
Oh yeah, but that was like more the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. Yes, but no. Well, yes, that's true. So if you take that world and you put it into what is Wicked, like the prequel of the Wicked Witch, where she landed, how she became the Wicked Witch. That world already has existed, so it's like fusing that world and the modernized CGI and the practicality of when we saw Maleficent, how Maleficent, the second movie of Maleficent, looked like, which it looked amazing. Yeah. I think it could be pulled off. It's just what I'm worried. I'm worried about Ariana Grande playing Elphaba, and because I know that singing is important in a musical, but when you're on the big screen, you're not as far as when you're in a theater. And anybody can ignore your acting. But when you're on the big screen,
See?
your acting is also as important as your singing because you're under the microscope. You're right there. You're not,
Mhm.
I'm not 100 feet away from you or 200 feet away from you, and I just got to focus on your singing and your gestures. Yeah, because when
Yeah, we
you're
were
close,
talking about it this morning,
yeah,
the theater versus the film aspect of it all. But
exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna see it when it comes out because Wicked was the first Broadway show that I ever saw when I was 18 in New York
Mm-hmm.
City, and it continues to be my favorite show despite of all of the situations, all of my experiences in auditioning for the show.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh my God. You
yeah,
gotta you gotta tell people about this.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? You can tell them before we jump. You got something else to say? Because I really want you to speak about that. Just real
No,
quick.
but no. I mean, I have to see In the Heights, and I just wanted to ask the chat. Dove can pull the Glinda, plus she looks like Kirsten. Yep, I agree with that. Definitely, she's the only fan casting that I've seen that I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. No, I did not like her Penny.
You didn't like her Penny?
No.
For sure, you saw in New York. You
Yep.
for yeah for your 18th birthday. Speaking
Yeah.
of birthday, I'm sorry. I want to jump back to this one because I didn't
Mhm.
really. My son's birthday is on Saturday. Oh my God,
Oh,
17th.
happy birthday! Feliz
Happy early
cumple!
birthday to your son, Lenny. Happy early
Yay!
birthday. Yes. So jumping back to where was it? Yes.
And I want to say, if you guys don't know what Wicked is about, it basically it uses elements from the Wizard of Oz, but you get to see the witch's point of view. So the witch that you see in the Wizard of Oz, who she's mean and she's evil, you get to see her side of the story, and I think that's why the show works so well.
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting aspect that I want to add is I'm curious to see, because it's always been debated that if you read the novel, apparently Elphaba and Glinda are more than friends. So yeah, that's been a theory that has been happening for years, and I know that Fiyero is in the show, but that's something that's been so speculated and commented among the people. So I'm curious to see if they might do a twist for this film.
Which can actually fall into place because I've never heard of Alphaba, be liking a man at all.
Well,
So,
in the show, she does.
in the show
Fiero.
she does, Fiero.
Mm-hmm,
Well,
mm-hmm.
man, they can shoot both ways. Like
Who?
nowadays, everybody shoots both ways
That's what I'm
almost.
saying. Who
So,
Fiero, and he ends up being the Scarecrow at the end of the
oh
show.
my goodness.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yo no sabía eso. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Oz
Yeah.
the Great and Powerful
Yeah. That's the movie.
2013. Yes,
That's
that's the
thank you, Mag.
movie.
Thank you,
Gracias,
Mag.
Mag. My fear is how political is the musical? How will that translate? Of
That
course,
too.
eso también that that has a lot to do with nowadays since we live in a society where we're all I do not want to include myself, but I also don't want to, but everybody's pretty much very sensitive, and there's certain topics that you can touch that people will react to, and to be quite honest, there is nothing that will prevent people from destroying something, venting about something, making nonsense, talking about nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
so I understand what Angela's trying to say, how political
Yeah.
the musical can get.
And
Now,
now that Angelo has brought that point, this is different. Not in so much the political aspect. What I'm hoping for this film is that they have a good casting, because as I was talking before, I've had a lot of experiences auditioning for the show,
mhm.
and for a Broadway musical that celebrates a character that's different, their casting needs to be better. I went to an audition for the show, and they
Here we
did a typecasting. Yeah, they did a
Wait, wait
typecasting.
a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I feel like I wanna. Wait. Story time. Wait.
Story time with Ash.
Yeah.
I should pick
Story
an
time. Is story
I
time
should
put together or separate? Good.
I think it's together.
Together. Story
I think
time.
I
Okay.
should pick a story from my auditions to bring every Wednesday for you
Yes.
guys. There's
Oh,
so
it's
many.
separate. Look. Story time.
There's so many that I have.
And here we go.
Okay.
Oh wait. Go.
Story time.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Story
Sorry.
time with me. Oh
This
my
is so
god.
weird. I'm
Just
sorry.
take her out.
Here's the thing. Go ahead. Continue.
So my story is that I went to an audition for Wicked. They said that they were looking for new actors, but in New York City, you need to have an equity card. So equity card is basically like SAG. It's a card that certifies you as an actor, but for the stage. So that audition, they mixed in equity with non-equity. So when you're non-equity, you have to wake up at 4, 5 in the morning. You have to make your bag. You get to the studio, and there is a sign outside that's somebody makes. The first person that gets there, you put your name on it. And usually that piece of paper goes inside to the equity representative, and then they determine when they're going to start seeing the non-equity, because the equity people have appointments. So equity people, basically, they say, get there at 9, you're going to be seen, and that's going to be it. So usually the process is that you get to the studio in your sweatpants, like looking really ugly, and then everybody gets to the studio to do their hair, do their makeup, and this is non-equity because we don't have the time or the luxury to get ready and then go to the audition. So basically, there was too many equity people and there was too many non-equity people. So what they decided to do was to typecast. Typecast means that they pick the people that they want to see based on their headshot. And there was over 100 or 200 of non-equity actors. And what they did was that when they returned with who they were going to see, out of the 200, I think they only picked 4 people. And they took out all of the Black people, the Latinos, and the people with curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Including me. So anybody that had like a Latino last name was out. Anybody that was Black, anybody that had curls in their hair, because my friend, I went with a friend and she had curly hair. They were not accepted. And they picked 4 out of 200 people, non-equity. And that's something that has always stuck to me because I love the show for the message that it has. But it sucks that when they do castings, it's not the same way. And this is not the only example. I can give you the example of Brittany, who is a Broadway performer. She has been the Glinda understudy for more than 15 years. And I think she made her Broadway debut as Glinda less than a year ago.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and she's Black. So she was the first Black Glinda after 15 years of the show being on Broadway. So those would be the things after my story time. Those would be the things that I'm expecting a lot from this film. I really hope they do a good casting and something different, because Wicked has been the same casting for 15 to 20 years that it's been on Broadway. So
all right,
that's my rant for today.
I mean, I like this. I like story time. That was actually pretty good.
I have a lot of audition stories, yes, so I would be happy to.
We're gonna every Wednesday we're gonna have those things, and but yeah, I'm gonna read some comments here before we actually jump into the next news. Aquí sale, pienso que se trata más de la ola de admiradores que pueda traer. That's actually, it. Yeah, because it's a little bit difficult because, you still have the Wizard of Oz, and when people, posters are not strangers when you see the Wicked Witch. So it can bring the people from Broadway to actually watch the movie.
I think this is the musical that will do that, the adaptation, because it's how can I say, it has a connection to the Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy is in the show at some point. You do see Dorothy, so I'm sure they're going to extend that scene, in the film as well. So I think this could pull audiences in. Yeah. I still believe the Ariana move is because they really need to pull the normal public. Same thing with the prom. I agree, but I struggle with that because I think Broadway actors are like so freaking talented. And it kind of pisses me off when they're just like they're replaced with a name. And I'm not saying that Ariana Grande is not talented. She is talented. I don't think she's talented for acting or theater. In my opinion.
Not even saying that doesn't work, because look at what we saw with The Greatest Showman. Like, the workshop was made with Broadway actors.
This is the reason why I haven't seen this movie again, because
Yeah, and then we got Zac Efron, we got Zendaya, and then we got Hugh Jackman. They're all great performers, great actors. Even Zac Efron and Zendaya are great singers. Hugh Jackman, was at one point a great singer. Now he needs to get his voice modulated a little bit. But yeah, the novel is so good and the book is amazing. Yes,
I'm gonna read it.
Podcast,
Yes.
a podcast,
a POC, people of color.
Oh wow. That's gonna be a sure thing. It's John. Look at In the Heights.
I can't wait for In the Heights.
Hello, bendición.
Hola, bendición.
Our uncle right there. Thank you for being here. Chuck Topa. Thank you for that as well. You know what I mean. Dejando fuera talento real en espera. That's true.
Ya tú sabes.
Look at
story of my life.
Yes. Look, our story is exactly that. It's just we're working on a bunch of stuff, guys. So
the struggle is real.
Yes, the struggle is real. Hopefully everything comes to fruition. We're, busting our asses so that we can achieve our goals. But who isn't? That's how everybody should work hard.
This is great. Can I say something? This is the first time that we have spent. Hola, Chris. Woo!
Hey, Chris, thank you for joining. Ya la primera vez, bro. What's up?
Whoa.
Make a Twitch account.
Llegó Chris el gamer. Oye, ¿verdad? Chris el gamer.
Chris el gamer. Pasó. He ended Last of Us, and he's the best in the world right now. And lastly, before you mention that, just 15 years singing the same songs. Yeah, bro. That's nothing. That's nothing. Phantom of the Opera, bro.
No, pero I've heard so many stories of people that just do that show for just doing it after 15 years. I worked at that theater, so the stories that I heard,
bro,
and crazy.
So you were gonna say something before we jump into the next news?
I was just gonna say that this is the first time that we actually almost spent 40 minutes in a theater topic. So,
wow, that's true.
Hey. Wicked does that. Wicked does that.
Interesting. Yes, very interesting. So we're gonna jump into the next news right now, and here we go. Come From Away Pro Shot performance premiere in 2021. Explain that away, Ash.
So basically, the company Entertainment One, or E1, has announced it will produce and finance a live filming of the musical, and it's going to be released in September 2021. I'm really excited for this one because I had the opportunity to also work in this theater. I had a job where I sold theater merchandise for a while, and it wasn't one theater. It was like 5 to 6 theaters in New York, and Come From Away was one of their shows. I think I worked there 4 times. I saw the show 4 times, and I wept all 4 times.
So freaking lucky.
Yes, I know. It was the best. I wasn't the best job ever, but the theater aspect was really, really free.
You had the best opportunity that you could have in watching shows
free theater. I got to see free theater for the whole holiday season.
You saved about what, like $3,000?
I know. It was crazy, but I love this show. This show basically tells the story of a flight that has to stop in Canada because it is the same day of the September 11th attack. So these people who they don't know each other, they have no relation at all. They spend, I think, a couple of weeks or months in Canada, and you see how they bond over the events that are happening in September 11. And then at the end of the show, you actually see them face the reality of some of them losing family members, some of them reuniting with family members after September 11th. It is a beautiful show. I'm really excited to see this, and I'm really excited to show you this show, John. It's incredible. It's only 1 act. The songs are amazing. The acting is phenomenal. So definitely, guys, when they announce this, in which media it's gonna come out, definitely give Come From Away a shot. It's an incredible show, and I'm excited to see this. And can I just say that, please, can we get every show in a pro shot, because I'm going crazy. I feel like theater is dying. I love theater. I love Broadway, and it's slowly dying every single day. And maybe I'm exaggerating, being dramatic, but
no, you probably are not.
Everything is closing. All of the musicals are closing. They already announced Mean Girls, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 4 or 5 musicals down the block just waiting to announce their closing dates. So please, man, just get a nice contract, give these actors a job for maybe a day, have them have a pro shot, and then have them win their earnings from this live production, live film production. So
Yeah.
that's all that I gotta say.
And everybody, for those who don't know what a pro shot is for theater, it's pretty much, if you haven't seen, it's what happened with Hamilton.
Hamilton.
With Hamilton, that's on Disney Plus. They did a pro shot, so they try and cut and correct and make sure that everything was done in one shot. Which were, there were cuts and all that. It wasn't done in one shot, but it looks that way. So whoever can't go to the theater and sit down and watch it live, you get that pro shot. You get that put into a your living room, and that's done with Shrek. That's been done with the Phantom of the Opera, and with a few others. It has been done. Oh, Rent, and with Rent as well.
Rent.
So yeah.
Yes.
And lastly, Angelo here says there is no money for all of them in pro shot. Yeah,
I feel like there is. They just don't want to give the priority to, because the thing here is why choose a musical like Come From Away? A lot of people don't know about this musical. It's one of the most popular on Broadway, but only theater people that know about it go to see it, and then they tell other people about it, and then they go to see it, and it's been a landmark in several places because of that. So I think if there's money to do a pro shot for Come From Away, which is not a very known musical, I think there might be money to do something else like Hadestown, for example. So
yeah. So yeah, everyone. And maybe here we go. Maybe pro shots for UK are easier.
I was gonna say
exactly that could be the thing, because that
the
could
UK
be
does it. The UK does it all the time. The UK does it all. They have a budget over there, and let me tell you that in the UK, they don't consider theater a respectable job. And the US hasn't gotten to that point, but here they don't give it as much as a priority. And in the UK, they do everything that they can to fight for the theater. So that's I know they are. I know, buddy. I know they are. But yeah, that's going to be all for the theater universe this week. Very exciting projects, very awesome discussion. Almost 43 minutes. That is crazy, and we have a ton today. So
that is a new one. That is a new record for it. So
yes.
We are going to be jumping into the movie and TV universe as we do every single Wednesday, and the first one is kind of, but not, but yes, or maybe. Some news, but I wanted to pretty much just talk about this because I've seen through the web, through social media, the desire of people wanting for this to happen. And with a movie going to be released soon in March 18 of 2021, with being the Justice League.
Oh, sorry, the Snyder Cut. Whoops.
No, it is the Justice League Snyder Cut. So here's the news. Ben Affleck's Batman to have a series on HBO.
Batfleck.
Okay. Yes. So, all right, people. I really want to talk about this because this is very important to a lot of people, including myself. This Batman deserves some justice.
Redemption.
And some redemption. And to be truthful, I understand exactly what happened with Ben. He wasn't, in the right mind, in the right place when these things were happening in his marriage. And then at the same time, we got the Snyder Cut. I mean, we got the Snyder situation where unfortunately his daughter, passed away. Then we got another director that, ruined a little bit of his work. A whole bunch of stuff. And then WBs, put their hands in places where they shouldn't have. Like if you hire certain people, let them be creative. Let them surprise you. I know that it's your project, it's your money, it's sensitivity. There's a certain sensitivity to it, but there's also a certain liberty that you should give your creators. And I know that they actually kind of failed as to giving liberty now to a certain person, which directed Wonder Woman 1984. Yes. And the director for that movie kind of, overstepped a little bit in terms of what she could portray in film. Um, yeah, and I think a lot of people here would agree, including I know for a fact Angelo and Mag, if they're still here, they agree that Wonder Woman wasn't the best movie out there. The first one was, but it's more towards whoever's directing should stick mostly to directing and leave the writing for the writers. Like if the first one actually worked and the only thing that didn't work was the final act, which Warner Brothers actually pushed on through the neck, or maybe she's lying about it. But leave it as this. Now, the point with Batman is more Wonder Woman. No,
Jesus.
Like no, we are more.
Like I can't believe it's 2021. It's been what, like 2 or 3 months since this movie came out, and we're still talking about it. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, no.
Yes, no. But I think with everything that's going on with all of the streaming services that are, putting out their best TV shows, and we were talking about it the other day, and the people in Cine PR on their podcast every Friday at between 8 and 9 p.m. Guys, don't forget it. Go over there to their Facebook, hit the like, and wait for those Fridays and Saturdays, and a bunch of other stuff that they do is great. We were all speaking of, how beneficial Warner Brothers. How much benefit can Warner Brothers have by having a Harry Potter show? It doesn't have to be about Harry Potter himself. It could be before or after, or about the American School of Wizards. There's so much that they can say. I would love for them to do Harry Potter once again. I know it feels fresh, but there is so much that the book in details would have, and of course every single book has a lot more in detail that they could explore, that it would be amazing. Now
I would even go as far to say that I would like a series on Snape.
On Snape? You know what? You actually, you know what?
I want redemption for
kind of hey, azúcar.
Sparrow.
¿Qué es la que hay, mano? Todo bien, azúcar. Disfrutando aquí hablando de un possible thing, wishful thinking. Yeah, and what you just said right now actually could make more sense, but I would say put it between the years of before Harry or the years of Voldemort. Between the years of Voldemort and when he was rising up, Hogwarts, James Potter, the Mother, Snape, and all the way up to that order. And
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and then you don't have to make a Harry Potter series. You just gotta end the show that they would create up until Harry Potter's birth and his parents' death. But Batman is one that actually deserves a live action TV show, especially in HBO Max, where they could just break out and do everything that they want. It could be rated R. It could be the brutally Batman that we actually saw in that freaking warehouse in Batman v Superman, cuando Ben Affleck restrayó ese tipo y blágada. That's the Batman that I want to see. And like Robert Pattinson showed up, but
But I was gonna say that the Snyder Cut is confirmed to be rated R, so because of violence and language, and I'm just like, oh Dios mío. If this is like a Flashpoint, like the animated film, oh my god.
Yes. Right, we heard
I'm not ready.
We heard that Ezra Miller could be in that. No. That Tim Drake, the Robin that is now going to be in the show of DC in the Titans, is going to play a certain character that we don't know, probably Tim Drake
in the Batman, but he was casted as Tim Drake in Titans, which I do not watch.
Yeah. So. And lastly, get out of Voldemort and Grindelwald. Change that.
Angelo wants something new. He's like, nah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want. Sure.
I don't.
Whatever you say. But yeah, guys. This is something that actually I believe it would be very effective for Warner Brothers to have as well, at least in the talks. If they probably might be in the talks of it. But there's a lot of things that they have to spend on. There's a lot of money that they have to gain from all this. That's why there's like multi service between theaters and the streaming services now that's happening. So who knows? Maybe that's something that could happen in the future. Anyway,
maybe.
Let's move to the second news. We got here. Oh my God. GameStop film to be produced at Netflix.
Wow. Really? So quickly?
I don't even have a paper for this because this is so stupid.
Can I say something? I when I saw that they were already ready, like geared up to produce this film, I was like, was this a planned? It's like, hey, let's do this so we can make a Netflix film about it. Because now I was telling something to John, which is really interesting. Now we're getting films based on either documentaries or things that happened in real life or biography stuff from like, famous public figures. Because I think that they can't pull anything from what's happening in the real world. Now everything that we see on movies and TV shows that seemed so far-fetched before, everything's like, oh yeah, this is happening outside. It's cool. I'm gonna wake up one day and the earth is gonna be filled with zombies. So now they're doing this interesting switch into taking real life scenarios and making them into films, which is like, okay.
Yeah. Aquí dice, lo dije. Esta gente tiene mics en mi casa.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was so quick, man.
No, this is okay. This news. I don't. GameStop. I used to work at GameStop, guys.
For a long time.
Now, okay, me toca. Espérate. This is my time now.
This is story time with John.
Okay. All right. Me toca a mí. So here's the thing. I used to work at GameStop, I believe, starting from 2013 or 14, if I'm not mistaken.
When I met you had the interview.
Yes, and it was a choice that I wanted to, start in that company because, I love gaming, and I think it was a great way to start, and excel at a company where you pretty much love the product. And who gets to say that? Like, almost nobody gets to say that. Like, I'm in the company because I love the product, unless you're earning millions. And like, why wouldn't you love the product if you're earning millions from it? But as it turns out, the company pretty much just does not appreciate the employees as much as we thought, as much as I thought, at least from my experience. The only good thing about the company is that at certain points I got free games, and two, the employees. The employees were there to try and create a great environment. But I transferred to New York to still work at Superdrive, to still work at GameStop, and I actually transferred from different stores because it was a little bit unstable. And in New York, where you would think that people would spend more money, GameStop was actually losing because of the digital era. Like, there's a lot of digital options where you don't have to have Blu-ray in your home and not waste space, unless you're buying the collector's edition and you want that statue, or you want that case, or you want that hat like an MLB. That's how I do it. And pretty soon, GameStop will probably become a digital only warehouse type of company. So, this company is still alive, and I don't know how. Of course, every company has a game plan, but this company at one point I started to see in the last few years, like the last 2 years or the last year and a half, how they really treat their employees. And I even saw at one point, I think this was this November. Thankfully,
was it the TikTok thing?
Yes, in November, there was a TikTok competition of GameStop for their employees to actually dance, and if whoever won would get more hours to work on Black Friday. Why the fuck do I need to dance for you like a fucking monkey to get hours?
Wow.
in my job.
The rant is real with this one.
Bro, yes, bruh. I GameStop, bruh.
Oh, Sparrow Wolf.
I mean Sparrow Wolf, sorry.
I
I was sorry. I was ranting so much that I even forgot the name. Sorry, Sparrow.
Así mismo, mira, bro.
People like, but that's plausible. That's so 2020. Yeah.
I know everything.
Thanks to Reddit. Bro.
You know it, bro.
And why the hell would I need to dance for you to get some hours? So that's how low GameStop is.
That's just silly.
It's just insane. And not to get too personal, honestly, but this is a fact. I used to work under, and I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to name locations and all that, but I used to work under a racist boss that would make my life miserable. And I transferred there for to my last days in GameStop, my last months in GameStop were hell. The only thing that kept me there, at least to that point, again, was my coworkers. And, you know, and I was the assistant manager with another guy.
It was a horrible experience.
It was a horrendous experience. I would get home and I would cry from rage and I would be depressed and I would try and think like, what am I going to do? Because I was afraid to lose my job. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And then I, got ready and then, say, fuck this guy. And I knew what to do. And, lo and behold, I got a new job and all that.
And he got fired eventually.
And he got fired eventually. Yeah, he did get fired after I got out, but I was gonna go out anyway because when I got the new job, I actually got paid like a lot more for the same position. I mean, for a lower position, I got paid more for a lower position. So GameStop was underpaying their employees without paying you the rights of the law. And when they increase your salary, it's like 25 cents or so. It's insane. Yeah, but but
I used to be in a company that was the same thing. They were like, "Oh my god, you're doing great. Here, 50 cents more." And I'm just like,
"No, man.
No thanks. No, thank you."
It was insane. But that is it for my story time. Let me just read real quick. If you want to read the comments real quick. Let me see right here.
So we have Sparrow Wolf says, "A mi GameStop, mano, don't get me started." We this could be a whole special.
Did you work there? Oh,
that could be a whole special. Mac dice GameStop sucks. Sparrow Wolf, eso es a whole nother just crying session right there. Like last night. That was funny.
Arms of an angel.
And let me know where he's sleeping so I can give him peace of mind.
Oh, but Hacho, I don't know, tío. I said, thankfully, I haven't seen him in like 2 years.
Aldros dice, LOL, Sparrow Wolf, Azúcar. Y Bianca says, I'm in that position. I know. We've been there. It's tough, mano. They're retail life is, we can do like a whole special, an hour special of retail stories for you guys. I think I have way more than John, but
Yeah, but we're going to jump into the next news. Here we go, where we got the next news. Okay, so here we go. A Wakanda series in the works at Disney Plus. At Disney Plus, guys. So
beautiful. Yes.
Yo, let me tell you something. It was kind of strange to get a Wakanda series like that. I never expected a Wakanda show to come from Disney. But hell yeah. Oh yeah. I want to it's
I
really
love Black Panther. I love Black Panther, and if you guys haven't seen Black Panther, get on that. It's on Disney Plus. I think it's one of the greatest achievements in Marvel. I couldn't process what I was seeing. Like I love Black Panther. So
yeah, and this is actually like fresh news. And I understand how, WandaVision is the new thing. It's blowing up. And now we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier, coming close. Loki, we got right there. We got a whole bunch. But now a Wakanda series in the works at Disney. I want to see how they do this. But here's the thing: landscape. They know how to do it because with the Mandalorian, we already saw how they actually film. They got these like screens. It's like an entire like green screen all over their set, and they put
I think Marvel is they're gonna start using that because they can all work in a studio. They don't have to worry about locations and all that stuff. So, and it looks freaking great in the Mandalorian. Which, by the way, we started seeing season 1 again.
Oh yeah,
we're obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And but yeah, I'm excited. I'm cool.
I'm excited. The only thing I want to say is that I saw a lot of people being like, "Oh my god, where did this come from?" And I'm just like, guys, come on.
Really, people.
Disney Plus is doing everything with Marvel. Disney Plus right now / Disney is Star Wars / Marvel. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised about like if they do even a spinoff of Captain Marvel. So.
Yep. And one last thing. Unfortunately, of course, we already know about the passing of the Black Panther. Yes, and with the new movie coming out, there's still rumors on exactly what is going to happen with the Panther role. I mean, of course, it's going to blend within the story, as they've said, they're going to try and blend his passing with the story. And I don't know if it's set in stone yet if Michael B. Jordan will reprise his role as Killmonger and then take the mantle, or Shuri.
I wanted that to happen. I want Michael B. Jordan to come back and but I don't know. That's something that I wanted ever since I saw the first one because I really liked Michael B. Jordan's character. I thought he was I think he's one of the best villains in Marvel so far in a Marvel film, because usually the villains are very weak. And the spotlight is for the superheroes. I think what Black Panther did so well is that it was a nice balance between the superhero and the villain, and them both having that connection of their past that leads to what happens in the future. I think that that's something that a Marvel movie hadn't done before. And if there's one, let us know in the chats. Yeah, in the chats. I was going to say in the chats, but yeah, in the chats.
In the chat, yes. All right, so we are going to jump now into something that some people here are going to want to chime in, and are going to have a blast with it. They're going to have a blast with it.
I already have my rant. We should check the let's check the comments before we jump into this debate. It's been an hour and we are not halfway there, guys. Today's show's gonna be long.
So where do you want to start? Bianca was the last.
Yeah, so she said that she got the promotion to team leader for only 50 cents. I know. Oh my god. I had a situation where they wanted me to be a supervisor for only 50 cents. And I was like, excuse you?
Hell no. Hell no. I think when you increase to a different position, it should at least be $2. Because it's a completely new whole responsibility as a supervisor. It is more weight, it is more stress, it is more people that you have to coach, take care of, and do sugar and do what you didn't have to do while you were a regular associate. And I am, I'm living that, and thankfully I get paid a little bit well enough to, due to COVID, something happened, but it's still better than other jobs.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I get you. What kind of show genre will it be? Badunch. Adios, please elaborate on that, porque de verdad que me dejaste tuerto. I have no idea what you mean with badunch. Is that the
yeah?
What kind of show genre will it be? I don't know what you mean, Aldros. I'm sorry.
I think I know, but
okay.
Starwell says, for me, Black Panther was a live action Lion King we really deserve. Tell me about it. I don't. Yeah, Lion King. No. Eso fue. Mira. Wise peeps right there. Mando es para tener en repeat. Ay, bendito. I love The Mandalorian. Y yo tengo un rant para la próxima noticia que estoy dolida.
Oh, Right there,
I'm
Mando.
freaking.
It's, oh, Dios mío. Guys,
I'm hurt.
prepare. We're gonna.
Disney slash Shinra. That's where it came from. This one listener.
Yes.
Sparrow said, Hail
Hail
Hydra.
Hydra.
Y
Yes.
Andros dice, what kind of Wakanda? Please don't block me.
What kind of what? Ah, my God, bro. Seriously? Okay. Está bien.
Mira, no le metas el bang. Andros. Oh my God.
Now there's no, bro. Phenoms. All right. Okay. Well, before we jump into the next one, we just again for those who are joining us, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. If you haven't yet, please, support us on our, social medias. We got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got our Instagram, and we also got Twitch. Which we actually became affiliates.
Mira, Bugudu. Ahí está.
Yes, we're transitioning. We're transitioning to Twitch officially.
Hey!
Starting off next week. We'll definitely have premieres on Facebook and on YouTube where you guys can still watch us there afterwards. But if you want to watch us live and interact with us, you can definitely join us on Twitch. It is super extremely easy to make an account. It's like making a Twitch account or making an Instagram or even Twitter, like a YouTube account or Twitter. It's super easy. You don't have to put any profile pictures or anything like that. It's just mainly, you go in and you watch your favorite channels. You support them by following, or if you want to subscribe to them, or if you want to give them some bits, to help them out and create more content and make it a career out of, and for them to make a career out of that and entertaining people. So be it, guys. But we're definitely,
we are making this announcement a month before our 1 year anniversary. So next month, Legacy Universe is 1 year old, un añito. So
yes,
and we're really excited.
And we definitely have emotes.
Yeah,
and we have emotes where you could actually
those
just
are ready. These are just some of the perks that you guys are going to get. I was explaining it at the beginning. So you guys can support us in two ways. The first way is following us, or you can subscribe to the Legacy Universe for as low as $5.99 a month, depending on which tier you guys want. You guys are going to get our emotes. We have them ready. And you guys are going to get a little astronaut next to your name, depending on the tier that you subscribed on. So,
yes.
And like we said at the beginning, we love you guys. We are so grateful for your support. So either way that you decide to support us, we are grateful that the Legacy Universe has evolved into what it is today. We started this last year, not knowing what the heck we were going to do, but it's grown into something that we love doing. So we are very excited to fully transition to Twitch and have new sections for you guys, new streams, new projects, etc.
Yep.
So
there's more stuff cooking. It takes time, but it's cooking. It smells good. Smell what the rock is cooking. All right.
We announced today as well that we have a Twitter. So now we have twitter.com/TLU Legacy. So you can follow us there as well. Another social media. Yay!
Yes. So we're gonna jump straight to it.
Dios mío.
We got a freaking rant, but I'm gonna let Ash begin this. So
I'm gonna start porque okay, so this happened today. The Golden Globe Award nominations were out today. And my rant is specifically for The Mandalorian. If you guys know me, you guys know that I love and we love The Mandalorian, but I feel like I'm obsessed with that show. I think it's the best thing that Star Wars has right now.
You need to scream, show your anger.
Right. I don't know if that's good. But yeah, so The Mandalorian only got one nomination, guys.
One nomination.
One nomination.
Nomination for the best thing that happened to 2020.
I'm offended. I'm offended. And it's nominated for, I think, Best Drama Series. And I'm just like, Spider Popo, llegó, poop, poop. Okay. So I'm offended that The Mandalorian only got one nomination. And the only thing that I want to say is, why isn't Pedro Pascal nominated? for Best Actor?
Because he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, right.
That's what they're gonna say.
I'm
The,
truly,
bro.
I'm truly offended.
Bro, okay, so
I'm truly offended.
okay, so I got oh god. All right, I got oh man. All right. I'm so pissed. I am so pissed. But here's the thing: there are nominations already. The best picture in drama, best motion picture in drama was The Father from trademark
Mhm.
film Sony Pictures Classic, Mank, Felix, Netflix, uh, Nomadland, a Highwayman, Hearsay, Corden, something, Searchlight Pictures, uh, Promising Young Women, and then The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Yeah, which that I was expecting that one to get nominated a lot, but I heard that Spike Lee's film, also the Five Bloods, wasn't nominated, which I heard was one of the best films of 2020. So I don't know. I always have faith when the Golden Globes come and I see a performance and I'm like, wow, he's going to be nominated or she's going to be nominated, and then they always ruin it for me. And I think this is the reason why I haven't seen this award show since 3 years ago, I think, and why I don't watch award shows anymore, because it's I really wanted Pedro Pascal to be nominated for Best Actor, and there's a lot of other things that The Mandalorian should have been nominated for, like even Best Score, Best Music. I would say, I wouldn't call it a drama series either. Is it a drama?
I think it's a it's very strange. It's a
Here's
drama
the thing.
It's a drama and action.
But the categories here at the Golden Globes are really weird, because I remember that Matt Damon was nominated for Best Actor in a comedy and musical for his role in The Martian, which was not a comedy or a musical. I heard it was a really tragic film. So
okay, so yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I found the nominations. So the nominations here are for where he should be, The Mandalorian. A best television series drama is The Crown on Netflix. Of course, I've heard great things about it. I haven't seen it, but from the buzz, it's like,
I want to see it. Yeah.
Lovecraft Country on HBO. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this and they're like crazy about it, so I understand that. The Mandalorian from Disney Plus. Ozarks from Netflix and Ratchet from Netflix. Now, Ozark is a fantastic one in terms of the story. But here's the show. There's on best television series, there are so many options and so many good shows right there that you can determine that based off either it's the popularity or how good it is, or some people will go by buzz and all that. So it's very different.
I mean, but I can never forget the year where Lupita Nyong'o, the year where she was winning for 12 Years a Slave, she was nominated for Best Actress in a drama, I believe. And they ended up giving it to Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle. And I remember that I was like,
she did a good job, but it's not like
she was good in the film, but Lupita Nyong'o was clearly the winner for that year, and that was the only award that she didn't get, because she got the SAG award and then she got the Oscar. So I'm just like, how are you voting this based on favoritism, which wouldn't surprise me, And I got to talk about Hamilton, because
where is it? Because I'm gonna.
Okay, so Hamilton is nominated for, I think, Best Comedy or Musical, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda actually got a nomination for Best Actor. And I remember that I was telling John this morning, I was like, they already got 12 Tony Awards from when they did their run on Broadway. And
in the meantime,
let's read the comments.
What's up, Spider Popo? Una nominación, bro.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, me gusta ese intro. I'm mega offended con Mando, bro. Mano por el eargasm. Nada más tenía el menos nominación.
That's right.
En esa escena, nada más. Yeah. Sparrow, yeah, me imagino que como el año pasado ya arrasó, pues ya este año pues le dieron oportunidad a otros.
Sí, pero I don't think
Eso, nah.
I don't think Pedro Pascal was even nominated, not even last year. At least this year, you could have made an exception to nominate for Best Drama Series and then nominate him. Mira, no es que he doesn't have to win. Just give him a nomination, and if he wins, that's fine. But it's just that recognition. Tú sabes, y I knew that if this happened, Ahsoka, hermosa.
Ahsoka bellos,
If I knew that if this was gonna happen, then it was gonna be, I was gonna be pissed, man. I was gonna be pissed.
Solo porque toca temas raciales heavy de manera creativa, se le debería llevar Lovecraft Country. Se lo debería llevar Lovecraft Country. Ok. Lo del Eargasm es la escena de cuando el Slave 1 tira la bomba de pulso. Man.
Oh.
¿Cuándo fue eso? I forgot.
Episode 7.
Hamilton. Why? Okay, yo no entiendo porque why does Hamilton get to be in the Golden Globes like that when it's an actual theater production? It was just filmed and put in the streaming service. Like, I feel like that is just taking the opportunity for an
I see where you're coming from. Like, it hasn't happened before. Like, Shrek the Musical didn't get any Golden Globe nomination.
Shrek the Musical nomination for the Golden Globes for best. No, you're a theater production that got a pro shot. You're not created for television. You're not created. It's not a motion picture destined to be that. If you were a motion picture put on Netflix, then yes, but you were already a Broadway show. You don't see the Phantom of the Opera getting nominations because it was done in a pro shot.
So you would have preferred if it was nominated for the adaptation, if they would have done an adaptation instead of the live performance?
Not even adaptation. It's not an adaptation.
No, but I'm asking you, would you have preferred it?
If they made an adaptation,
that would
yes,
be for you.
Because it's different. It's like you're separating the musical from the actual adaptation, from what's the movie itself. It's created. It's the script based on movie-wise. It's like if they nominated for In the Heights or Hairspray or The Phantom, the movie, you know. But this is not that. This is a pro shot. It's for those who didn't have a chance to watch it in theaters. You can watch it here now.
Yeah, I gotta tell you that Disney wanted it to go to the Oscars, but they're not eligible. I think because of that reason.
They're not even eligible for this. How can they be? And I have nothing against Lin-Manuel Miranda, bro. Del pueblo.
Boricua.
Sí. But it's not right.
Mira,
Spotlight of the week.
And not for good reason, pero vamos para adelante. Mira.
Ahí está.
So we saw
The
Little Things. It premiered on HBO Max and in theater simultaneously. I have to say that it did end up being number 1 in the box office in theaters. So it's doing well. I was excited to see this film because this film stars Denzel Washington, Jared Leto, and Rami Malek. They are all Oscar winners, and they are all tremendous actors. This film is 2 hours and 7 minutes of a crime story that doesn't end up unfolding completely. And I was really frustrated with so many aspects of this film. If I am going to start with the positives, I do have to say that the performances by Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto, especially Jared Leto, they were all fantastic. So if you guys were to give this film a chance, give it a chance for the performances. I thought the cinematography of this film was great. I love the colors and the feel, but that's it. That's it. The biggest problem for me in this film is the script and how the film is structured, specifically the edits. There was a point. There is a
disaster.
Yeah, there is a scene in this film where I believe Denzel Washington goes to visit Rami Malek and his family. They're in the kitchen, and we are not kidding. We counted all of the cuts. There's like 15 to 24 cuts. It's like
more.
Boom, 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 boom. So the problem with the editing of this film, and from the beginning you can tell, is that it doesn't give the characters enough space to breathe. So you're going from action, 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 action. And when this happens, it causes you to not understand what's going on. You don't understand at the beginning what is happening with Denzel Washington, why he's back, you know, to where he goes, and like it's even confusing me now. I can't even like get anything out. But the editing in this film is really, really bad, and I have to say that I think 40 minutes into this film, the film started to get good. Like I said, wow, it's actually picking up, and it's gonna have a good ending. But the ending is freaking terrible. I hate the ending of this film. It left me so unsatisfied. It left me so confused. There's so many questions that I have. Specifically, why was Rami Malek's character so obsessed with the girl with the red beret? I don't understand. Did they have a relationship? Was he just thinking of his wife or his daughters in that position? It was never clear in that moment. So I have to give this movie a rant. I think that even though the actors do their part, they do the best that they can with the script that they had, it's a waste of a film for these actors, and it's a disservice to their talents and what could have been better. And this film, you see the potential, but it's just edited so poorly. The script is so bad, and I think the script of this film was written almost 15 to 20 years ago, and then somebody finally picked this film up and they made it. So it's a spotlight of the week, but it's because of the fact that I ended up so frustrated with this film. I was comparing it. I know a lot of people compare it to Seven, but I was telling John that I wish this movie was like Prisoners. Prisoners is a great film with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal where they're solving a mystery and you get a result at the end. I felt that this film was setting you up for get the killer. Where's the killer? Who's the killer? And then they have this girl that ends up doing nothing in the film. They give you all these pieces, and then at the end, we never find out who the killer is. So you spend 2 hours and 7 minutes setting up this killer, this guy who kills women, but then you never get a clear answer on anything. So that is my rant for this week. If you guys want to check it out, it is available on HBO Max.
Or rant.
Right? It was going to be my rant because I ended up so disappointed from this film. I ended up so frustrated, so unsatisfied. I cannot tell you. I was so pissed at the ending. But I would say give it a chance just for the performances. But this movie it gets unbearable at some point. I think 40 minutes in, it's when it gets the best that it could be. But this film was a disappointment. That's all.
Okay, my turn. And real quick. Man, I was so fucking pissed off at this movie since the beginning, like the first 40 minutes, that I wanted to shoot myself because I was so disappointed in the fact that we got three great actors performing in this film: Jared Leto, Denzel Washington, Rami Malek. And I agree with what, which we're gonna jump later on to the comments right here, and I want to try and find one particular comment.
I like the comments.
Yes, me too. Wait. Here we go. The actors are really good, even though I think Rami was miscast. I think that Rami Malek was
like this.
Yeah, I think Rami Malek is a great actor.
Yeah,
and I think he portrayed too much weirdness. It was too much like strange behavior at the beginning. Where here's the thing, where I literally thought he was the killer.
Mm-hmm.
Now that if that was the case, it actually made me think that he was the killer because I told Ash, I think he's the killer. The way he was performing and the way he was caring about this girl in the photograph, I was like, oh, I think he's the killer. I think we're looking at the wrong guy, but he's next to Denzel Washington's characters, next to the actual killer. Nope. So, Ashley is coming back in a second while I finish this, but hell no. Now, my favorite thing about this film was actually Jared Leto. Jared Leto was my favorite thing about this film because once you saw this guy, and you don't see him up to like 40 minutes within you watching this film, you don't see him at all. Once you do, you see his transformation as an actor. It's like this, weird hippie tecato mechanic or so that he works at a laundry place, and he's just greasy and all. His acting, the way he portrays himself, he was just great because this character is pretty much somebody that's a fan or a psycho fan for crime. He has never actually committed a crime, but he's a fan. So I didn't like what Ash said. I didn't like the beginning of this film. The cuts were insane. This film needed to have a warning. If you suffer from epilepsy or from like too much lights or too much changes, please consult a doctor, because that's what it was. This film was just cut. I'm like, what the heck? Like it didn't leave enough room for the scenes to breathe. For the characters to breathe in the first 40 minutes for you to focus. The film actually started to pick up later on when it was like probably about like an hour after. That's when the film actually started. Yeah, that's when it's actually started to pick up a little bit, but it made no sense. It really made no sense, and I understood what they were trying to do with it. But it's like Magdale said as well, because that's a point that we wanted to bring before he mentioned it. This script was actually the screenplay was written in the 90s,
and it shows. So, yeah,
and it was still trying to be pulled up from the 90s all the way here. And I remember there was one comment who somebody said, I don't know where it was, but somebody said they don't make him like that anymore, and they shouldn't.
That was a critic that said that, and I want to say that this face that you guys see on the screen, that was me the whole 2 hours and 7 minutes of this film. I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. It had the potential to be such a great film, and it has moments where I really felt that, oh, this is good. Like there were certain scenes with Denzel Washington and Rami Malek, and I thought Jared Leto was fantastic in this role. He's unrecognizable in this role. Like he looks really horrible. But the biggest problem, the biggest failure for this film is the script. And I said to give it a chance because I have read some debates between people. Some people love this film. Some people say that it's one of the best films that they have ever seen. So that's why I'm saying, and this is something that we always tell you guys, see it for yourself and have your opinion. But I personally didn't like this film. I wished it was so much better than it was. Disappointing to say the least. And I'm done.
All right. So lastly, to move on to gaming, we got one more thing to do in this. We always do because we got a new Marvel show. We're going to jump into spoilers. So if you guys want to not hear what we're going to talk about, just, mute. And we're going to put the name right here. But before we jump into that as well, I'm going to read the comments for a little bit right here. Here we go. Como yo la encuentro. That was okay, here we go. Jared was great on the little pieces of shit. Lo lazo. I watched it and it was boring as hell.
Boring. Yep.
The screenplay was written in the 90s. Exactly. That's when we talk. The actors are really good, even though I think Rami was miscast.
I was going to say about this comment. Do you think it would have worked if Jared Leto was the detective with Denzel Washington and then Rami was the Jared Leto's character? I would have swapped them. Because he was good at some point, but I think Rami Malek has a face that scares you. Like he's
scary all the time.
Yeah.
It's like his eyes are like a fish.
Yeah.
They're always popping out.
Yeah. So it got to the point where it looked really creepy. So
and then I've seen this story way too many times done way better. Yeah. It's happened in 7 Zodiac prisoners potential.
I gotta say
it had 7 Zodiac and prisoners potential.
And I gotta say, and I love Prisoners. It's one of my favorite films. It's on Hulu. It's a film with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. If you have not seen that film, get on that. It's incredible, by Denis Villeneuve, who's the director of Dune as well. And Zodiac, I remember I started seeing that film, but I was frustrated with the pace. I have to see it again because I never finished it. It it didn't catch me enough for me to like stay the whole film.
And that's where we jump into this comment. The same happened in the movie The Zodiac. So it looks like Shock Topper did not like Zodiac as much, where there is an unsolved mystery, and it was a disappointing finale. And yes, that's exactly what happened in this one. Because I really would have preferred, I understood, as a person, I understood the character of Denzel Washington, where he wanted Rami Malek's character to feel safe and at peace in his mind with, solving the mystery. But when you showed this to us as an audience, like the Barrette it was like, what the fuck? You didn't catch it? Like,
if you would have, if you would have just left the scene where he gets the red beret, I would have been happy.
Boom.
But then we get this other scene where you see what Denzel Washington actually did, which we're not going to spoil for the people who haven't seen it. And Mano, I remember that. You remember when I saw
I gave him the right cup, I gave him the fake one.
When I saw that, I looked at John and I was like, "Fuck this film! I hate it."
Yes. Which at the end, it really happened in real life. Which if you want to check it out, don't.
Okay,
here we go. Now I'm not sure I want to see it. I don't know. Well, it's free, so I think
I would say if you have HBO Max, I would say watch it to see. Because again, people have had way different opinions.
Yeah, gonna watch it. I have to play the devil's advocate. Seguro, that's exactly you watch it. You got to watch it so that you have your own opinion, and we're giving you a little bit of us now.
My frustration with this film.
So yeah, hell yeah, I want more Jared and Dents. Yeah,
I love their scenes. It's a problem with the script, man. The talents in this film are incredible, and this is when you see that even though you have a bad script, you can make it work in some way, shape, or form, because the only good thing that can come out of this film is the performances. I don't think that these actors were casted in a bad way, except for the whole Rami / my debate on if he was better as a serial killer or potential serial killer, because we don't ever know what Jared Leto really is.
Nothing. He was just a sick fan of crime. He was just
there to give us an amazing performance. That's it.
Yeah, that's yes, that's it. All right, so we're gonna jump real quick. We're in 1 hour and 42 minutes. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're gonna try and blast through it and hit the 2 hour mark and try and end it there. But we're gonna give our review that we haven't given of WandaVision episode 4. Please hit the mute if you don't want any spoilers, but if you do, don't mute. And I'm gonna tell you something. This episode was a blast.
Yeah.
This episode, when it started off, it gave us a boom. It started off with the black screen, you don't know what the heck is going on, and it's all coming together. And the first thing you hear, for those who didn't pick it up, is a conversation between Monica and Captain Marvel when she was a little kid.
Carol Danvers.
No one noticed it. And then
not even me.
I told Ash, did you hear this?
We saw it really early in the morning. Like, we're waking up early to see it. So
yeah,
sorry.
And we were talking about it on this Friday when we went live in the Puerto Rico Comic Con. We were talking about it that the first conversation that you hear in the black is Monica talking to Cara Danvers. Carol Danvers.
How do you not know Captain Marvel? I know people don't like Captain
because
Marvel.
I don't care about her too much.
I don't care either.
But yes, so when she was a little girl, the one that you're seeing on screen, we were hearing that conversation, and then she was coming back from the blip, which is a snap for us, for the audience. But
that scene was incredible. I had goosebumps. I had goosebumps in that whole scene, bro.
Yes, it gave us the idea and knowledge of exactly where all this started. like where her knowledge went through, and then we know that she was actually next to her mother, to the original founder of Sword, which was her mother, and the other
Maria.
Maria, and which was she was known as Maria Photon because of that's her nickname, Photon, because in the Air Force she was known that because of her skills as a pilot and all that. And as she founded Sword, the years went by, a cancer grew on her, and she was in the bed. Now, Sword again is named differently in the show, but usually is known to take care of extraterrestrial activity. Now they take a little bit of terrestrial, given the fact that Shield is not as active as it used to be. In the comic books, they would split, missions, but now, as in the show stated, they are grounded. They're grounding her, meaning that she's taking care of situations on Earth. So I would say that Shield is not involved anymore. And as she was getting involved, 2 weeks after she recovered, she came back, and then they put her on assignment. And that's how we actually begin to observe how the show is, still running outside of the bubble where Wanda is in. And from that point on, Ash, if you want to continue on it, we actually start seeing Mr.
Randall Park.
Randall Park con el alta de
Jimmy
magia.
Woo. He's fantastic. So yeah, basically we see Randall Park's character from Ant-Man and Kat Dennings' character from Thor, Darcy Lewis, I believe is her name, and Darcy. Jimmy Woo is his name. So they get incorporated into this episode, and Darcy is actually the one that discovers everything that we see in the first 3 episodes. So she discovers that there is like a wave that's transmitting the TV show, and she starts seeing the TV show while she's doing her research. She actually is the one who Monica was the one who sent the little drone at the beginning of the episode before getting sucked into Wanda's world, because it is Wanda's world. And we learn and we learned that the oh my god, se me fue el hilo. Okay. Whoa. We actually learn that Dios mío, se me fue el hilo. Let me think. Nada, el punto es, me fui en un viaje. The point is that we basically learned that everything that happened in the first 3 episodes is explained here. And this is very interesting because it's episode 4. I heard that there is going to be 9 episodes, but now there's a rumor that supposedly there's 10 episodes coming out, and that the last episode, Disney hasn't said anything about it. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen after this. And if you guys have any theories, you can share it in the chat so we can talk about it. I was telling John, I'm telling you guys because he's not here, but I actually did see some of the things that were leaked from episode 5, and I was not happy about it, but it is what it is. But this episode, I think it was fantastic. I think it went back to the Marvel roots that we are all accustomed to seeing, and it brought us back to that Marvel vibe that WandaVision had taken us out. And even though I was happy to see this Marvel formula come back, I'm still in love with WandaVision, just because of the fact that it is a show that is so different from everything that Marvel has done. And this episode, I feel it was kind of in your face to tell you what's up, like this is what happened. And the thing that I had a brain fart before was that yeah, mano, me quedé como que, me fui en un viaje. The thing that I had a brain fart on before is that Jimmy Woo is actually the person that contacts Wanda through the radio.
Yes.
In episode 2. So it was very interesting. I was telling everybody that I did see some leaks from episode 5, which I'm not happy about. But it is what it is. But
you're not happy about the leaks, or you're not happy that you got to see the leaks?
I saw them.
Okay.
I'm happy that I saw them. And I'm not happy that I saw them.
Okay.
But apparently there is a rumor that because of these leaks,
2
Disney
episodes.
is going to release 2 episodes on Friday. So we're going to get episodes 5 and 6. And I think they're going to sue the person who actually leaked all of this information out. So
Yeah, so it looks like the person that actually leaked this information must have been part of, their production, or somebody in the media that wasn't supposed to leak anything, that they shared that information like a non-disclosure agreement,
Mhm.
as they're supposed to be done. So Disney suing you, it's like, bro, you better start digging your grave,
Yeah.
because that empire, like right there, suing you, I don't know how you get around that, unless
do
you're
you
like,
think do you think
well,
it was I don't know. I
on
just feel like
purpose.
yeah, because I just feel like who leaks so like I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
complicated.
who? A lot of people. But here's the
It's
thing: there's
complicated.
there's there's so much
Hype
that
around it.
can be true, can be false, that we don't know exactly. We don't know the right thing, but who knows?
But I was telling everybody here as well that there is a rumor that instead of 9 episodes, it's actually 10 episodes that were
Mhm.
filmed, but that last episode Disney has not announced it, but they are going to release it as a surprise. And I did read an interview with Elizabeth Olsen where she said that there is an actor that's going to make an appearance this season, and it's going to be the same thing that happened with Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. And she said that it's going to have the same effect on people.
Captain
Still,
America, or Robert Downey Jr., or Doctor Strange.
yeah, but
I
Doctor
don't.
Strange.
If it's Doctor
I
Strange,
think everybody is expecting Doctor Strange. I
it's
think it's
either
going to be
Captain
somebody out of the
America or Robert Downey Jr. Because if it's another character
blue. Hmm.
that we already know, it cannot be anybody that's already been on the screen other than Captain America or Robert Downey Jr. coming back from the dead. If it's a new character that we haven't seen yet,
Hmm.
then hooray.
Hmm.
But for me,
I think it might be like a multiverse thing as well. Maybe they'll bring something from
and oh,
another
bro,
franchise or
that actually makes sense. Lo que dice Angelo, Magneto. Well, Angelo and Magdiel,
and Max said that
because
too.
Magneto was once a member of Sword. He
Oh,
was a
you
member
told
of
me about
Sword.
this.
Yo te
Yeah,
lo había dicho, yeah.
you told me
He
about
was
this.
once a member of Sword, so it actually could be Magneto.
Let me go through the comments really
Yes, I was
quickly.
about to
So
tell you that. Yes,
we got
please.
some flames here from Sparrow Wolf.
Yeah.
Max says favorite episode so far. I agree.
Which
I
one? Oh,
agree.
the fourth one. Yeah.
The fourth
Cacho
one, I agree.
obligado. Obligation de ese
Sparrow
episodio.
says, don't care if spoilers are coming from you guys. Aww. Y el bacalaíto con el corazoncito. Max says, who do you think is going to be the cameo? And then he said, Magneto. Angelo says Evan Peters because he does have a role that is undisclosed. So I would
You
love
gotta have Peter. Sorry, I forgot. I'm bad with names.
the Quicksilver from the Fox.
Oh, I
X-Men.
mean, but he's already
But I would love.
announced que él va a
Pero,
estar ahí. Porque that would be
sí,
funny.
pero there's no they
That's
haven't
his
said what
son.
he's playing. That's the thing.
In I think in the comics, correct me if I'm wrong, Angelo or Mag or anybody that knows about this. I believe that Magneto is the father of Quicksilver. Or am I wrong? Please tell me. He's the father of somebody that
Angelo
isn't
says
another X-Men.
Magneto, Clea, no, Clea, I think.
No,
Yeah.
Clea.
Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr. is a great possibility. I think that would be
Mm-hmm.
nítido. Black Widow,
Black
también.
Widow. But it wouldn't be as
Y Max
impactful.
says, who?
I believe that Evans is Mephisto. And he will use the skin of Evans. Ah.
Y que él dice he is the father. So
He is.
you
He
were right.
is. Yeah. So he is the father. Yeah. He's
That's
the father of Quicksilver. That's not a bad idea.
Disguise that.
But
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
we had a first theory, and Angelo as well, that it was the neighbor. She still doesn't have.
But I think she's another. There, she has a necklace that I saw in one of the pictures, and they're comparing her. They think that she's Agnes, I believe is the name of the character. Angelo, si sabes el nombre, ponlo en el
No,
chat.
Agnes is the name of the character, but who do you think she's
or
portraying?
Agatha. No, see, I always confuse them. It's either Agatha or Agnes, pero déjenme saber en los comentarios, please. Pero there's a character in the comic books that she is mírala, ahí está.
Agatha Harkins.
Yeah.
Darkness.
So she has the same necklace as the character in the comic. So now people are speculating that's her, that she's a witch as well. So that's the thing. And the thing about this episode is that even though it was my favorite part, it was my favorite episode so far as well. I think that from now on, like, we basically got 3 episodes where we had no idea what's going on. We get this 4th episode where they explain everything so well, and it's like, here, it's on your face, to the point where there has been a lot of people saying that they didn't agree with what Marvel pulled in this episode. They said that they were doing too much, but I think...
Who said that?
The people.
Ay, Dios mío, váyanse a cagar. Man, la gente, Dios mío, que muchos se quejan.
But...
Llorones. Sorry. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so I think that after this episode, we really don't know what's gonna happen. But I saw a leak, so I'm just...
Yeah. And real quick, I loved the fact that I could see Vision for what he really is in that point. Pero what I also...
best part for me.
What I really want to know is because como viene, there's so much that we still don't know, because we still don't know if it's all Wanda or Mephistopheles is around there. And the only time that we've seen him is in actually Ghost Rider, but I don't know if Marvel has made canon the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider into this world. But the fact that Vision is still a body, he's like his corpse, and they took him somewhere and she grabbed him. And these moments are actually about 2 weeks. It's literally 2 weeks from when they fought Thanos. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they said this in the film, in the show. When they got snapped back is when a Hulk actually snapped. So when Hulk snapped, they came back. It was the same day that they actually killed Thanos the second time, because the first time was at the beginning of the film. And Iron Man died. So it's only 2 weeks, bro. It's only 2 weeks from the Iron Man dying. It's only 2 weeks from them going back to what Wanda's a thing. It's only almost, I believe, 2 weeks. And I forgot the timeline. And also, please correct me if I'm wrong, I forgot the timeline that the movie Spider-Man Far From Home was.
This happens before Far From Home. It's confirmed. That's why I was saying that even I think Mysterio was trying to pull the whole multiverse thing because maybe Peter didn't know about it, but maybe Mysterio did know about it at this point, because
maybe it wasn't a story. So
I was saying.
But that's the thing. It's weird. Maybe Mysterio didn't know, but didn't tell his crew members. Because remember, there was one crew member in
he made it up.
Yeah,
no,
exactly. Because from what the movie actually stipulated in Far From Home, there was a crew member of the member of the crew of Mysterio that created the story of the multiverses.
Yeah.
Now maybe that character actually knew, or maybe Mysterio actually said it because it was believable because he did know. But I've never known Mysterio to actually know about the multiverse. He's just an illusionist.
So.
Yeah, he's just an illusionist. He's just a magician. Like the one that would know would be Doctor Strange. And I don't know Mysterio to have Doctor Strange's ability, or maybe he gets a hold of something and actually has them. But with that being said, because Vision is still all that powerful, and he was able to be produced because of one of the Infinity Stones, I love the fact that Vision still has his own willpower. There is a willpower from Vision can still act on his free will, even though he obeys Wanda in certain times. Yeah. So that's just me. But anything else to say before we jump into the last section? Because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, and I want to not keep everybody here.
Thank you. With this. Thank you for sticking with us today. It's been fun. We have a few comments before we end this whole
let's start with
thing.
I believe Evans is Mephisto, and he will use the skin of Evans. We heard that. Yes. He is his father. Magneto is his father. We read this. Yes. Agatha's Harkness. I think the left duty out because they left Dottie. Sorry, they left Dottie. Duty. They did duty. They left they left Dottie out. What if the cameo is from the real Vision who is alive in Wakanda? Eso estaría brutal. And I think there's a connection between maybe his real body into this illusion. So we don't know. Like, but that's another good theory as well. Mm-hmm. And then here we got Sparrow laughing at my rant. But John, how do you really feel?
So all day.
Yeah, I believe that we have to be okay. I believe that we have to
two big villains.
Two big villains. Mephisto and Nightmare, bro. If that's the case, I think there's not. I think it could be a possibility just because we are intertwining this show with Doctor Strange's multiverse of madness. So it is not out of the question at all. Yes. We got Aldo's 86 here. What's confusing of all of this is that Black Widow and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were supposed to come out before WandaVision.
I was going to say about this. So this could be one of two things, because I know that Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when COVID happened and WandaVision got delayed, they also delayed Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they were adapting it into, to connect to what's happening to WandaVision. So I'm guessing that if WandaVision in some way, shape, or form was delayed, maybe since Black Widow is done and what's coming out is, the final cut, they can't do anything that we know of. We don't know if they have shot anything new for Black Widow during the delay. I'm guessing that the best thing that Marvel could have done is adapt WandaVision based on what happens in Black Widow, based on that final cut with all of the delays that is happening. Yeah. Again, this does not mean, because Black Widow is a film that Kevin Feige said that he wants to come out in the theaters. He doesn't want it to come out in Disney Plus. So that doesn't mean that they are, gunning to do some reshoots or add some elements to Black Widow that will be added to that final cut. And then that's what we're going to see in theaters, because that's just how Marvel works. They know that if something changes and they have the opportunity to reshoot it, they will do that. So those are the two things that I'm thinking about. Aldos's comment right here.
Yeah, there's also Ms. Marvel, which would make sense to connect her with Rambo. Rambo. Monica Rambo. It's Rambo. It's Rambo, like Rambo, but Rambo. There we go. And guess who's back? Back again. We didn't even know, man. Thank you for joining us back again, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're going to jump right now into the gaming world, and it's our last session. Sorry we have taken so long, but there's so much that we wanted to talk about with you guys.
But before that, we lo prometido es deuda. I don't know if Angelo is still por ahí, pero I'm gonna show the video. Remember?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, Angelo, are you here?
Angelo, you guys see it? Mi pregunta es, are you guys gonna listen to it? Is it gonna be okay? He's here. So déjame ponerlo grande. Le voy a dar play, John. Le voy a dar play. You tell me if you can hear it. Lo ven ahí, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver.
Okay, explica. Okay, so this
Spider Popo, Sparrow Wolf, y Aldros, they're all gonna know what this is about. So,
yeah. See. Oh my god.
So basically, this is a highlight that I did. This is a highlight that I did from our Resident Evil 7 gameplay on Monday. It was my turn to play, and at this point, I was so scared, because when I went into this lady's house, all she had was bugs and insects, and oye, Spider Popo, deberías ver esto porque you left. Este fue el momento que tú te fuiste.
You just left.
Y pasó el mejor susto ever. So you should definitely watch this. You should definitely watch this. So the house was filled with bugs, and I hate bugs. So I hated this whole gameplay. And at this point, I found a key, and I was very confident to do what I was going to do. And then this happened. I hope that you guys can listen to it. I don't know. Vamos a ver. Can you hear it?
No.
¿No? Ok, pues no sé. Espérate. Can you share the audio?
I'll send me the link and I'll share it because you can share the audio.
Okay, pero déjame enseñarle. I'm going to show you guys. I want to show you guys a zoom in on
No. Wait. No.
Okay.
Deja que pase. Send me the link and I'll put it for you. Viste, Angelo dice, no.
Private, aquí estamos. Ya.
Gente, si están bebiendo algo, deténganse. Yes.
Sí, this is epic. No sound, ¿viste? Ok, deja ver. John, pero tú sabes, bendito Israel, el popo está ahí, para que lo vea.
Okay.
I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Espérate, we're trying to see if we can get it here with sound.
Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay,
stop sharing. I'm going to share my screen.
Vamos a ver.
Okay. Pow. Facebook.
And de verdad que this was the best moment out of the whole night. Almost 3 hours of gameplay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys ready? Let me know if you can hear it.
No.
Okay, you can't hear it?
Sí, ahora se escucha, ahora. Okay. Okay, guys, vamos.
Okay, vamos. Nos fuimos.
Enjoy.
Okay, mira lo que vas a hacer. Change to that. L2, triangle. Yeah. That's what I was saying about earlier. Ay, mira, yo.
Mira, this is 1 minute out of I think 5 minutes that we were just laughing on the floor. Like lo que estuvieron live, you guys saw that. Like it was an almost 5-minute thing where we were just laughing and John fell to the floor and it was it was amazing, mano.
It was okay, bro.
Le puse slow-mo. I put the slow-mo para que vean y zoomed in so you guys can see our reaction. Mira.
Espérate, el caro. Emma, espérate. Sí. I'm gonna put this one. Lo voy a ir corriendo porque está demasiado. But
yeah, I was so confident. Yo dije, I have the key, I'm gonna kill it. Mira eso. Mira cómo yo estaba controlando eso.
¡Me caí!
Ay, Dios mío. No, y la cuestión es que she kept on hitting me.
Sí, like,
pero así mismo fue. Eso fue lo que yo grité. Yo, and then she kept on hitting me like, why are you hitting me? But I was laughing. Eso, mano, eso quedó demente, honestly. It was.
Sí.
Ay, Dios mío.
It was unexpected, pero it was worth it.
Oh, guys.
De verdad que it was freaking. Déjame ver los comentarios por aquí.
Sí, no. Aquí, mira, la gente, si estaban bebiendo algo, deténganse. Aquí era el no sound. I'm here. Yes. Saludos,
Capjack, ¿qué es la que hay?
How you doing, man?
What's up?
How you doing? Aquí, saludos. Aquí Spider Popo muriéndose ahí de la risa, you know. Azúcar. Aquí estamos, todo el mundo aquí muriéndose de la risa. It was insane. Se fueron por encima con ese. No, eso está demasiado. Yo,
sí.
Excelente editaje. Thank you. Thanks to Ash.
Bueno,
Thanks
mira,
to Ash. Ash
yo,
fue la del editaje. She was, yeah.
yo les iba a decir, voy a hablar en español porque esto ya es algo que es de Puerto Rico, pero cuando yo estaba editando este video, yo lo estaba visualizando como los bloopers de No Te Duermas. Yo no sé cuánta gente aquí veía No Te Duermas.
¿Tú no me dijiste eso?
Sí, loco, No Te Duermas era my jam. Eso era una cosa que yo no me perdía ese programa. Y entonces a mí me encantaban los bloopers porque siempre enseñaban el blooper al principio y después tenían el slow-mo que lo hacían más funny. So yo fui con la, desde que pasó, yo dije, lo voy a editar como tipo No Te Duermas. Blooper reel. So de ahí salió la inspiración. Pero muchas gracias. Thank you.
Pues aquí todo el mundo riéndose. Yeah, eso es lo que estaba gritando. That's what I was screaming at. And then las gárgaras en el me mata yo.
Pero yeah, if you guys want to see, so the whole stream is on Twitch right now. I am gearing up to put it on our live channel. Diantre, mira lo que dice Angelo. Dice, this is the best thing ever, mejor que lo de la iguana. Oye, espérate. Una pregunta para Sparrow Wolf, Cap Jack, Spider Poco. Have you guys seen when John gets scared with the iguana in Cyberpunk? Let me know. Si no, él lo va a poner ahora. Porque ese fue otro.
¿De verdad? ¿Quieres que lo ponga ahora?
Okay. Mira, Spider Popo dice, nope.
Ok. Ay, espérate.
Voy a enviarles un link luego que creo que tienen que ver. Dale.
¿Lo saco de YouTube? Like, get it from YouTube or you want me to get it from...
Yeah, you can get it from YouTube.
Bueno, está en Facebook también. ¿Está en Facebook también?
Yeah, I put it there.
Okay. I'm going to look for it.
Mami dice, wow, brutal. Thank you, mami. Spider Popo dice, nope. Así que vamos a poner ese y entramos a... We're going to go to the gaming universe, que ya vamos para casi 3 horas aquí. Mira, Sparrow dice,
sí.
no, ponlo. Mira, él dijo, no, ponlo.
Ok, fine.
Déjame darle un context. So John, he doesn't like, no le gustan los lagartijos, las iguanas de palo, nada de eso. O sea, a lizard for him is like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. That's how he sees them. So we were playing Cyberpunk, doing our first impressions. This was live on Twitch. And there was a part where an iguana came out of a box, and you guys will see.
I'm not happy about that either.
He hates it that it happened live.
Oh my gosh. Okay, ¿cómo es que yo? Okay, I got it.
It makes for great content.
It makes for great content, I guess. That's for my misery. Okay, vamos a darle share. All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Well, get ready, Corillo, get ready.
Oh my jeez.
Este sí que.
Okay, so voy a darle contexto. All right, bueno, Ash ya se lo dio. Usted, you guys see me there. I already.
Mira.
Godzilla, yes. In that moment, you look at me. Look at me.
He gave me the control, so I was playing.
My hands were numb because I already knew that the iguana was there. It's just of what happened freaked me out. But the iguana was already there. All right? Okay, y las manos se me fueron. All right,
quiero decir que we're going to play this one and you guys tell us which is the best one.
Yes, you tell us. We're going to play it twice.
Which is your favorite one?
Yeah. All right. We're going. 3, 2, 1.
You find your own. You want to think? Oh, I don't need help.
Yeah.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Gonna be long? Hey, come on. It's nothing. We got chemistry, you and me. Be a crying shame to waste it. Partner.
Hey!
Ay, Dios mío. Listen.
Oh, Dios mío.
Parece que estoy vomitando.
Yo digo,
Ay, Dios mío. Espérate,
Mira,
Ajá.
yo les digo que si yo algún día jangueo con ustedes y ustedes me sacan esa risa de bruja, yo me estoy riendo de verdad.
Yeah.
O sea, esa es mi risa de
Chevy
verdad.
Law. Hey, come on. It's
No.
nothing. You got
Check it
chemistry,
out.
you and me. Be a crying shame to waste it. Partner.
Hey.
Oh, come on, little fucker.
Ay. Ay, Dios mío. Ay. So look, you guys. Okay. Ya.
Esa risa es que de verdad me estoy riendo. Se los digo.
No.
La risa de bruja, yo le digo.
Mucho de mi miseria. Ah,
De nuestra miseria.
ay,
Pero,
Dios mío.
Dice Star Wars, dice, pero que iguana te molió a ti cuando chiquito.
Brother, yo le corría a todos los lagartijos. I couldn't. Entonces, I don't know. I couldn't. Entonces, hubo una vez, there was a moment where
yo sé de lo que vas a hablar.
I was in Ashley's house and I opened the back door a la marquesina y una salamanca me cayó encima y yo empecé a gritar como si mi vida se hubiese acabado ahí y brinqué por todo el patio.
Eso fue,
like
Andrés, eso fue cuando estábamos empezando en los comienzos.
Yes,
yo dije,
en los comienzos. It was crazy.
Angelo dice, for me, is the iguana one he knew about it. Other one is Ash, the one that screamed. Okay, que es como que cada cual tiene su spotlight. I agree.
Ash en el otro hizo.
Sí, Acho, yo hice.
¡Hay mosquitos!
Empecé a hacer así todo. Mira.
¡Dame el aire!
Mira, Giancarlo está aquí. Giancarlo, ¿qué es la que hay? Él dice que a ti te corrió una iguana una vez.
O sea, bien duro.
Se murió. Aquí tenemos la cara de Ash. Es como que sí, este es mi marido. Exactamente.
Yep, con esto es lo que tengo que pegar.
Mira, y ahora quién se lleva el Golden Globe 2021 y Sparrow le contesta a mami, John. Los lagartijos no son tan malos, son cariñosos. Mira.
Déjalo por allá, por favor. Yo, no.
Sí. Entonces
déjalo
le
por
dice,
allá.
una salamandra, pulgada y media a lo mucho, parece un coquí, dude. Mira, no sigo nada. Ya, no. Vamos a, let's go to the news, porque
me lo llevé. Ok.
Ya le está dando, ya ahorita va a decir ya se acabó.
All right. So cumplimos ya con we you know, happy birthday to Angelo and that was you guys' gift.
Lo prometido es deuda. We promise, we deliver. Ya tú sabes.
Man, this is not going to be the end. I'm going to keep getting scared because I really love playing. Oh my God.
Okay.
By the end of this, I'm going to show you guys the worst scare that I've gotten, in my opinion. Pero eso va a ser para lo último. Sí, pero vamos a dar la noticia porque si no nos salimos de aquí, mi gente. Rapidito. Vamos, rapidito. Estos son rapiditos. Ok, Gaming Universe. We're going to jump into the gaming. Mil gracias por ese regalo.
De nada, que tú sabes, bebé.
We're going to jump into the Gaming Universe. Rapidito, mira, 2 horas y 18. Wow.
Vamos allá.
First off, Jedi Fallen Order, sequel to feature Darth Maul.
¿Qué?
Fuck yes. Hell yes. We want this guy.
I wouldn't be surprised we saw a version of Darth Maul in Jedi Fallen Order. So when he goes to Dathomir. Diablo, que mucho más con este juego.
Yeah. Dathomir is his home birth.
Me salió, yo dije. Oh.
Yeah, home birth. What? ¿Dónde yo estaba?
Yo no sé,
bro.
Pero
you got the information. You got the information right there, my friend. So yes, hell yes. We don't need, but this character that has been working. I've been working. It's working. It's working. Es el pod racer de Anakin. It's el joke.
Yeah.
But But yeah, in the game, we see that we go to Dathomir and we see some descendants of the Night Sisters that survived the war that happened between the the Separatists and the Night Sisters, and Darth Maul's race as well. So it could only be fair that we see Darth Maul again because he was so underappreciated, and it's a character that people really want to see in the light. Until, of course, the point where Obi-Wan actually kills him, because Obi-Wan Kenobi is the one that actually ends up killing him twice. One in the Phantom Menace, and the other one in Rebels. For those who didn't know, I'm so sorry. I was
gonna say Clone Wars. I'm watching Clone Wars, by the way.
Yeah, Clone Wars is fantastic. So yes, this character being there is fantastic. I would love to see what happens if we see Darth Vader once again in the second game, and then we finally see a supposed confrontation between Darth Vader and Darth Maul. That would be insane. I want to know if this actually happened ever.
Dude, like I lost my mind in Jedi Fallen Order when Darth Vader came out. If that happens, I'm
You have failed me, Inquisitor.
Oh my God. Mira, all I have to say about this news is that yes, lo quiero. I want it right now. I just want the sequel to come out. I want the sequel to come out. I can't wait to see Cal Kestis. He's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, apart from the Mandalorian. I can say that now. Oh yeah, I can say that now. He used to be my top. I would say that he's a close second to the Mandalorian for me right now. Pero sí, Spider Popo, ya tú sabes. Pero I think that would be insane. I can't wait to have this game and play it and see how they're going to continue Cal Kestis' story. Because what's going to happen is he going to turn to the dark side at some point? I think that's an aspect that I would like to explore with his character, and maybe Darth Maul has something to do with that.
It would be totally insane and fantastic if I think. I maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I'm probably super wrong, but I think EA maybe mentioned at one point that they wanted to do a trilogy of this game. If it is a trilogy, it would be
a franchise.
Mm-hmm. It would be awesome. I mean, some people would get mad probably, but it would be awesome if at the third game at the end, Cal Kestis turns to the dark side.
Wow. I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Yeah, or he gets trained in the dark side and is one of the very few Jedi that have learned from the light and the dark, and it's been in between. Because the only Jedi that wanted to learn from here and there to meet in between was the very first one that I remember in the story of episode 1, 2, and 3 was Qui-Gon Jinn. And he died in the first movie. Then Yoda actually started to incline into that side, but learned a little bit more. Not enough as Qui-Gon, but yes. So yeah, definitely. Which character you guys would love to see in the franchise of the Fallen Order that you think has been underutilized? And that they can take a lot of advantage of those characters to appear in this game. Any character, doesn't matter, whichever character you think of.
I want to say before we jump into our technically last news, kind of. Yeah. I really want to see him and Marin end up together, like actually end up together.
Oh, I remember her.
I would love that. A Night Sister and a Jedi. You'll never see it coming. They'll never see it coming. I would love to see that.
But yeah, so all right, we're going to jump into the very last news of the day, which is of the night. And this is something that I am pleased that this happened. But before we jump, no, I don't think we would turn, but maybe he dies. If this is going to be a trilogy.
Yeah, I was going to say that reading this comment, I did hear a theory that it could get to the point where Darth Vader is the one that actually kills Cal Kestis. And that would be sad, but that would be sick.
Me duele. I'm hearing it, and it's hurting me right now.
I love Cal Kestis. I love the actor who portrays him. I think he's a very talented, actor. And it's going to be sad to see him go. But I did hear rumors that it is going to be a trilogy, and there is a possibility that Cal Kestis confronts Darth Vader, and he kills him. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the thing about this is that you already know that Vader doesn't die till episode 6 of Star of
Star
the
Wars.
movies, Star Wars of the
Sí.
movies. So you already know that wherever he is, whoever he confronts, he will be most likely successful. So I am sorry to when he dies and if he dies, but that it's probably going to be
Que
uh,
dure más, ¿verdad? Que
most
dure más.
likely.
Like
Yeah.
an actual fight between Vader and Kestis, that would be lindo, lindo.
Yeah, that probably is. Yeah. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know exactly the video where that thing happens
What?
of me jumping in Outlast?
Yes, I can find it. En lo que tú
Yes.
hablas de...
Okay. So we're gonna
Doody
jump.
doody!
Yeah, we're gonna jump into the last news. And Ash is gonna look for that. And in the meantime, that'll be it. But Vader versus Kestis. Yeah, that'll be it probably. And I want to see more mature Cal for sure. All right, last news of the night. Call of Duty, which is Activision, bans over 60,000 cheaters.
Qué bueno.
Over 60,000 cheaters.
A eso yo le doy un GG.
I am okay. Here's the thing. I'm happy that this happened because I'm going to show you guys a video that pissed me off so much. And the reason why I will never, ever, ever in a million years buy a battle pass for Call of Duty. Doesn't matter what game it is. I will never buy a battle pass for Call of Duty. And I'm going to put that video real quick so that you guys can observe what this video is. And I'm not going to put you through the introduction because it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to show you exactly the gameplay of what I did and put it on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch the entire video. But oh geez, I didn't put the whoopsie do. I didn't put the audio sharing. I'll be real quick about it. And here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward this. Here we go. All right.
Video. But by the way, just follow us, subscribe button, not subscribe. I'm Mass.
Okay, this is the reason why.
Jay, al lado tuyo. Voy por ahí.
All right,
I'm running.
Just fucking lock onto my head.
He's fucking hacking.
Mira, está aquí, el tipo está. Mira, el loco.
That is not me. That's the guy that's hacking.
¿Qué carajo es eso? Loco, ¿cómo yo reporto este tipo?
R3.
Ya lo reporté, loco.
You guys have seen nothing. I'm going to actually fast forward to exactly what shows even more why he was cheating. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, here it is. There's so many things, but I encourage you guys to go and watch it. I'll put it in the chat.
What the fuck?
The scope wasn't even on him. Anyway, my point is, I will send you this clip so that you guys could see it in the on your own time on YouTube. Let me actually copy this real quick.
Yeah, I found it.
Anyway.
I send it to you.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. I am so happy that that happened. But the problem with this is that it is definitely not going to matter because those same people can just create 60,000 new accounts and just go back in and continue cheating. That's the problem.
Yep.
That is not going to stop. So, yeah. So with that being said, yes.
I was there. Yo vi todo eso.
I put it on TikTok. I put it on En TikTok es shorter even. Y tú ves todo ahí. Está demasiado. So, cyberpunk hacking is a hell lot more scary. They can hack on a real life for what I heard.
¿Qué? Mira, I'm telling you guys, between this and the fact that Sophia's are gonna come out from Hong Kong. If you guys don't know what Sophia is, that's a robot. And Hong Kong is planning to launch a couple of them into the world, I think starting next year. So between this and cyberpunk hacking, it's the Terminator in real life. Mira esto.
It appears that Cyberpunk 2077 can itself become a hacking tool and its effect and infects players' computers by executing unwanted, dangerous codes. According to the detailed Reddit post by Romulus is here, there's a vulnerability in the game allowing basic asset replace mods and save files to include malicious commands.
Bro, Cyberpunk lo hizo el diablo. Así.
Apparently they are hacking using mods and they can go into your computer.
De verdad que Cyberpunk is turning out to be the worst game of 20.
Wow.
20 what? It came out in 2020.
2020.
Bendito sea Dios. Eso fue. Cyberpunk was like the last straw of 2020. Ahí está.
No.
Qué horrible.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the last news of the night. But before we leave, as I promised.
Qué bien la pasamos.
Qué bien la pasamos. Bien duro. Thank you guys for sticking around. We really appreciate it.
You guys are the best.
And as a token of our gratitude, I am going to give you one more misery of mine before you guys leave, para que puedan dormir bastante bien con mi, disastrous moments. Do you have it?
Yeah, I send it to you in the private chat.
Oh, I only got the minutes from what I saw. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm Perry.
It is cool. In the meantime, thank you again. We really appreciate everything that you guys are doing with us. Mm-hmm.
Let me do the announcement again, just if some of you guys are entering. So we announced today that, let me take this out. Starting next week, we are fully transitioning to Twitch because before our 1-year anniversary, we are actually going to become Twitch affiliates. So if you guys want to check out our live transmission, everything is going to be on Twitch. It's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays for now. We do have a couple of things planned for you guys. There are 2 ways that you can support us. You can either hit that follow button on Twitch, or you can actually subscribe to us for as low as $5.99 per month. And when you subscribe to us, you guys are going to get perks like a special little astronaut to go next to your name. We have ¿cómo se dice? Emoticons, or the emojis for Twitch.
Emojis.
I don't think it's emojis. I think it's emoticons, but that is all set. And we are planning to have some special perks for you guys when you redeem your legacies, which are your points. This can include that if I have glasses and I'm playing Resident Evil 7, you guys can redeem your points so I can take my glasses out and play for 5 minutes without glasses, which I think would be hilarious. Or you can either pick a movie, right? Or you can either pick a movie, TV show, or game of your choice so that we can do a review, and you can pick if you want it live or on our YouTube channel. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. So starting next week, I think you guys are going to be able to see it either tomorrow or Friday, that it changes, that you guys can subscribe or follow. And either way that you guys decide to support us, we are grateful because we love you guys. You guys are amazing. And we are so passionate about the things that we do and to have wait, espérate. And to have the space to just talk about entertainment and be nerdy and geeky. So, ¿qué pasó?
Un documental de Iguana for John.
¡Oh, Dios mío!
Oh, my God. I would love to redeem points for that. Okay. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. This is crazy. Vamos a hacer un montón de cosas, mi gente. This is going to do great stuff. You're going to enjoy it.
Love you. Emotes, mira lo que dijo Sparrow. Emotes. Sí,
yeah,
sí.
So Cyberpunk son el Activision code. Activision Skynet! Bro! That's so Nacho Mano, yes, bro. And you got speaking of Skynet, we actually spoke about a movie Outside the Wire that actually kind of has
last week,
a close premise to what Terminator is, but in our present day. But you should guys check it out. Outside the Wire. It's really good. It's on Netflix.
It's RoboCop mashed with Terminator.
Yes.
Thank
Here we
you.
go. Amor, mano. Emotes. Yes. Mucho amor. Ahí está. Documental, iguana. Dios mío. Ay, Dios señor. Oh, I'm so ready para cobrar legacy points. Bro, van a ver un montón de cosas. Even I'm definitely trying to even think about like sharing parts of my history and particular sides of, you know, story time of my life. So we're going to actually create a story time section for it. And that would be good. Like a span of a certain amount of years in my life that I could share. And it's probably going to be called story time with the legacy.
With the legacy. Oh, that's the one.
Story time with the legacy. A legacy we're gonna create the name. So
we have you know, a couple of stuff that we're working on. We are really excited to be affiliates on Twitch and get this going. And for those of you in Facebook and YouTube, we are also going to have special streams for you guys, and we are going to include our highlights in both our Facebook page and our YouTube page, so you guys can definitely check it out. And also, don't forget, we have a Twitter, twitter.com/TLU legacy. Me fui en un viaje, Dios mío. Ya estoy como que, mira, ya, así.
Yeah.
Those are our two announcements for today. John is looking for a video for you guys.
I got it
too.
I definitely got it here. By the way, Angelo, no me olvidado, I haven't forgotten about the what's it called? Game of Thrones special. It's coming.
No, es que this week we had.
It's been a lot, pero you're definitely being in the show. And if I don't know if MacDill knows about Game of Thrones or not, but you know, Angelo, definitely. We haven't forgotten.
For those of you who are watching, we are planning a Game of Thrones special. So if you guys are fans of Game of Thrones, definitely come out and join us when we announce it. Prontito.
And I found it. Okay. Aquí estamos, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay, so a little bit of context. This
is the OG.
This is the OG. This is when we actually, for the first time ever, began not streaming, but we began recording our gameplay. And this is dated, let me see. This was in April 22nd of 2020. This is a very old video in that sense. So, man, that you see how far we come?
Woo.
Right.
Mira, you guys are gonna see like how, como te digo, how our style has changed. Gracias, mano.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate the support.
Ustedes van a ver how our style has changed and our editing. And this was one of the first gaming videos that we did on YouTube. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, okay, context. This game is Outlast 2. It is a very scary game. You cannot do what you can do in Resident Evil, which is kill or hit or anything. This game is just survival. You have to run from everything and investigate. You have to run and investigate. My level up, April 22nd.
Yeah,
man.
Qué brutal.
Yep. Happy early birthday, just in case.
Este es tu regalo.
Happy early birthday. Okay, so ready para todo el mundo. In my opinion, I think it's one of the worst cagas que yo me he dado in my life because I genuinely, well, there's been a lot, but I felt this one up to my core and up to my ass.
Wow.
So be ready and be ready to laugh at me.
Sí.
Okay, let's go. All right. Le voy a dar un chipito para atrás so we can build a little bit of tension. Okay, here we go.
I don't think we can hear it.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
You guys can't hear it?
No, I can't hear it here.
You can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
Can you guys hear it, or were you guys listening to it?
No,
Nope.
Spider Popo dice no.
Dang, then I probably pressed the wrong button. Oh man.
Ah, man, estamos en vivo. Wow, almost 3 hours, man. 2 hours and 39.
Here we go.
That's crazy.
Okay, le voy a dar
Vamos a
para atrás. Let me know if you guys can hear this, and I'm gonna fast forward.
Ahí. Yep.
Okay. I forgot where to go.
Go down there, all the way down there to the back.
Oh, here we go. We're good.
Oh god, this is not gonna be pretty.
Si lo escuchan ahora, pongan sí. Oh. I am just gonna go for it. ¡The thing!
Miri, te metió otro cantazo también.
Me metiste un cantazo ahí.
A mí lo que me mata es el I'm just gonna go for it.
Lo voy a poner una vez más para que ustedes vean.
Ese build up.
El build up. I am just gonna go for it. ¡The thing! ¡Fuck me! Y Ashley me daba, yo deja de gritar, pero como tú no grites y estoy cagado.
Mira, no, porque eran como las 4, nosotros jugábamos eso como a las 3 de la mañana o a las 4 de la mañana por ahí, y yo, mira, nos van a botar del apartamento.
No, mira, y we...
Mira.
I was so scared of this game que yo ponía this. Le decía a Ashley, this episode contains a scene that is not for the faint of heart. As any episode, be aware your volume. A warning sign will show up in the middle of the screen as the scene approaches. Viewer discretion advised. Now, this is for a different particular scene, which where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Gosh. Hay otro episodio. Yo, si ustedes quieren ver mi miseria, guys, go to our YouTube channel and you see down there at where I'm putting it, Outlast 2. You guys want to see me scream and be miserable and,
mira.
Call me whatever you want to call me, but that's right there.
Check out these comments, mira.
Voy a volver, espérate. I'm going to stop it. Se jodió el paso de yo.
Mira el dron.
Los vecinos pensarán que yo soy un hombre maltratado. ¡Yes!
Él dice full. Yo le hubiese llamado a la policía.
Bro, ustedes no saben. You guys don't know how much I scream here with these games and how much. But surprisingly, like nothing's happened. Like nobody complains or anything.
And he screams in the scary ones and.
Le hice 54 si esa mujer tiene la pobre yo machucado.
Mira, pero you guys have no idea porque he screams in scary games, but when he plays Call of Duty and oh my god, ahorita you were playing Fortnite and you were screaming like
yeah, because yo juego, I play with the
headphones.
Yo tengo, Emma, I'm gonna show you guys real quick.
Y a mí me pasó lo mismo porque me pongo los audífonos y empiezo, ¡diablo, lo hice! Oh my God.
Mira, I play with these headphones. These headphones are the Astros. These are the A50s. These headphones are insanely powerful. The audio is intense. It's like right there. It's like you're hearing everything. Next to your, like, aquí adentro, espetado. Like, the Dolby stereo, it's insane. It cost me $300, this. And cuando yo juego todo, everything's there. Es un ataque. I'm risking my life to end at the year 65. Every time I scream, y me dan ataques de corazón todo el tiempo. But, when I'm like 40 or 50, I'm going to stop doing that. But yes.
Se emociona cualquiera.
Yeah.
Mira,
Este puertorriqueño alborotoso.
mira, Aldro, tú no sabes. Eso everywhere we go, brother. Como que,
Oh, man. Amen.
exacto, y nosotros
¡Quiere
somos
morir,
boricua.
muñeques!
Ya tú sabes. Puñequis para todo el mundo.
Muñequis,
Ya tú
muñequis.
sabes.
Pero, yes,
Ay,
mi gente.
¿qué más
No hay
nos falta?
miseria.
Yo creo que ya, ¿verdad? I think we're good for
Nacho,
today.
If you guys have an opinion on which, ass scary of mine is the worst, like, look it up, man. Hay un montón, guys. Se los van a disfrutar, yes.
We have Outlast 2, we have Resident Evil 3, y the highlights that I did. Oh, we did the highlights for the Resident Evil demo for Village as well, which we played it on Twitch. So you guys can definitely check all of those out. You're gonna laugh because John gets scared, and now I'm joining in getting scared. So ya tú sabes que every Saturday, gracias. Ya tú sabes. Every Saturday and every Monday, we are gonna keep playing Resident Evil 7 in Legacy Masters, our new section. Que by the way, gracias a Sparrow Wolf que nos hizo ese diseño super lindo y he came up with the name. Nos lo dijo en el chat y we made it a section. So ya tú sabes.
La vieja y la iguana están en empate.
Jurado.
Mi gente, and if you guys want to watch actually the Sparrow Wolf, he is in Nivel Escondido. It's a group of it's a group of Puerto Ricans that actually, give extremely great content that we enjoy so much, and everybody can enjoy as well. Like they stream Monday through Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, or Sunday through Saturday. You see all the four. It's like the Fantastic Four. There's like four of them, and Sparrow Wolf is actually one of them, and it's great content. They actually have a lot of insight on, gaming, and what. There's so many things that I really enjoy about Nivel Escondido. You guys follow them on Twitch. That the thing that I like a lot is the intro that they gave us the other day. Snake.
Sí. Oh yeah, we have an intro from Metal Gear Solid, and it's incredible. Está brutalísimo. Así que ya tú sabes. Follow them.
Obligado.
Ya tú sabes.
Obligado. Keep them, and pretty much almost every single person que nos sigue aquí, is a streamer. So go to them, click on the names, the Sparrow Wolf, Spider Popo, Aldros, more people right there, including Cine PR.
Mag y Angelo de Cine PR. So check them out every single Friday after Reload, actually. So
yeah.
Nos pueden ver a nosotros en Reload a las 7 y a las de 8 a veces 11 por ahí, dependiendo, pues. You can see Cine PR también, y we're always in the comments, having a conversation with them, so definitely check them all out.
Speaking of Reload every Friday, we have Reload every Friday at 7 p.m. via Puerto Rico Comic Con's Facebook and YouTube. Soon enough, apparently, if this is actually correct, they're also going to be moving to Twitch, but it's not for certain yet. This is not a concrete thing. We're still going to be on Facebook and Reload every Friday at 7 p.m. at Puerto Rico time. With us here, it's like 6 p.m. But we give content over there in Spanish, like for movies, gaming.
It's kind of the same thing that we do here, but we do it in Spanish, and it's
shorter.
It's also shorter, and it's also live. And just stay tuned to their social media because they are about to announce their movement to Twitch. It's gonna be an official thing. So we'll see when that happens. We'll see what that. For now, it's going to be live on Facebook and YouTube. So
yeah, for sure. Azúcar, ya tú sabes, mucho amor. I don't stream. I just lurk in the chats instead of doing my homework. Hey, Spider Popo entra at Twitch at work. So.
Oye, sí, que nos estaba viendo en una. Eso
vale
claro.
Ya tú sabes.
Lo que vale que estén aquí.
For the follow, guys. You know this. So, lastly, before we go, again, on your feet. Oh no, that's something else. Sorry.
No, eso es de la semana pasada.
You can follow us on our social media, guys. You can follow us on Twitch. On Facebook, if you're right here right now, you can hit that follow. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow as well. If you have us on Instagram, if you don't, hit that follow as well. You can enjoy our content, our short content, and funny moments that we do on YouTube as well. We have more content there that we give. We give some reviews. We also give some insight on other content that we do on gaming, and sometimes we even shorten highlights of our Twitch. We post it on YouTube. Please, Ash, chime in if I leave something out because I tend to forget a bunch of stuff.
Oh, and don't forget Twitter. Under the everything under the Legacy Universe. So yeah, starting maybe tomorrow or Friday, we are going to be officially transitioning to Twitch. So everything is going to be on Twitch, but I am going to still edit all of the highlights and all of the good stuff for Facebook and YouTube. And we will probably have some specials dedicated only for Facebook and YouTube. So definitely just follow us on our social media. I always try to post as soon as I know all of the details and make like all of the awesome designs and the thumbnails that you guys see. I do that with time. And then I try to find a good time to post it so you guys can be ready for all of our live stuff. So hope to see you guys over there. And that's going to be all for TLU today. We will see you guys on Friday on Reload. Si no nos vemos en Reload. We will see you guys on Saturday where John is going to continue Resident Evil 7 under the Legacy Masters. And we will also be posting on our social media as soon as we are officially Twitch affiliates and how you guys can support us moving forward. So thank you guys. You guys are incredible. Remember, you guys are our legacy, and thank you for joining our universe. So,
by the way, we didn't actually put the session of Throw It Into the Universe today because, it was a very long
it's about
stream,
to be 3 hours.
About to be 3 hours, so we didn't want to keep you here, guys. But again, as Ash said, thank you for supporting us. Next one, we're actually going to have the Throw It Into the Universe section where you're going to throw everything you would like for it to happen in this at this time or short period of time, mid-time or long-term, every term that you want. Throw it out there in the universe and let's make it happen. But as Ash said, thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate you guys' love. Azúcar, linda noche, guys. See you guys. Check el inbox acá. Oh, perfecto. Okay. Perfect. No problem.
Thank you guys. Bye.
See you later. Bye, alligator.